up on audio. Is audio okay on TikTok? Yes, that's good. That's good. Okay, so it's broadcasting on YouTube, TikTok, super areas, everything. It should be okay now. All right. So I'll start right now. So my name is Rafay, and I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we've written a software for trading. And we've been in trading software industry for last 12 years. And the idea of, first of all, they know why they're here, right? So they say learning how to trade, day trade, is basically what we do. So traditionally, the way it works is you go on any website, on Google, and you, let's say, want to trade something. And you want to trade gold, or Nasdaq, S&P, doesn't matter. So I'll start a little bit from basic level. It's a 3-hour presentation, so a lot of guys who are joining in, they should know what exactly it is. So what it is, so in a trading business, all you're doing is speculating a price should go up or down, specifically in day trading. So the field that we touch. So any given time, in any market, you pick the market. So let me minimize this. So this is, all you're doing is just sitting here and picking an instrument, whether gold, currencies, Nasdaq, Russell, and you're only predicting which way the market will go. And if you predict in a right direction, they reward you, right? So this is very much similar to casino, to be honest. It's like betting. But I'll go in very clear difference between why this is not betting. But a lot of people take this as a betting, in a sense, speculation, meaning if you bet in the right direction that, okay, gold right now is less than $1,900, if it goes up to 1901 and you predict it or bet it right, you will make money. But if you predict it wrong, you will lose money, right? So there's two types of main markets out there: futures market and options and stocks market. Futures market is pure speculation. You don't own anything. You have nothing to do with the stock. You have nothing to do with any instrument. You don't make any difference in the market at all. So futures market, whether it's gold futures, S&P futures, Nasdaq, Russell, Dow Jones, currencies, so wherever you see the word futures, it's 100% speculation. Speculation in a sense, right now S&P price, live market is open, 43.61. If you say the price is going to go up, they'll give you $50 per $1. If you lose the money and you say price is going to go down, you will lose money in your account. So this is like you only have $1,000 in your account, and they let you play this video game or this casino until you have no more money left. Then you deposit more. So it's like a never-ending circle. Options and stocks are a little bit different. Options and stocks, you kind of own it, especially stocks. For example, if you want to buy Apple stock, let's say is trading at $200, you say, I want to invest in Apple. You will go to a broker anywhere, Interactive, doesn't matter, local broker. You'll say, I want to buy 200 shares of Apple. Okay, no problem. They'll give you a certificate, and they'll say, give us 200 times 200. So $40,000, they'll take it out. They'll say, okay, you hold the stock. Earnings come out, everything, and then if the stock price goes up, you make money. If the stock price goes down, if you sell it, you lose money. But you own the underlying asset of it. Options are a little bit different. It's more like a future value, but I'm only going to touch stocks and futures. Our primary business works around futures market. The reason is a lot of my day trader students, they don't have a lot of capital. Simple as that. Because futures market requires very little capital. Very little capital is, you can start a futures contract as low as $65. right? You can get into this video game, this casino, whatever you call it. It's up to you. I don't call it a casino. This is a business. So if you have $65, you want to get into trading, it's very easy. So the idea would be you pick a market called Russell. It's the cheapest market. It's $65 to buy a small contract, or even you can buy S&P 500 micro. So first of all, we touch futures market. It's cheaper to get in. It's easier to learn, and then you can build up like faster. So a lot of my students, they want to get into stock trading, but they have no idea where to begin. So they come to us, they download this software, or any software for a matter of fact. It doesn't have to be ours. And then they go ahead and start to learn how. So just to go over the basics, we teach you how to trade futures. And we teach you how this is not gambling. This is 100% math and 100% science. How the price moves, how the price goes up, what makes the price go up and down. And the beauty of this is you can get into this low cost, and doesn't matter if the price is going down, you can still speculate that, hey, it's going to go down. For example, right here, yesterday when it opened, I did a live stream yesterday. When the market bell opened, we knew the price is going to go down. So that's all the game is. Just thinking ahead what will happen in next 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and just make your prediction and done. That's all there is to it. There is no magic. There is very easy. What we have done is a lot of people, like none of this is new, by the way. This has been there for years, and since the stock market opened. Every single line here, you can calculate yourself. Just takes time. There's a website that's absolutely free. You can learn, for example, what these lines mean, what these dots mean. So what we have done is made it easier for somebody who's starting new and has no idea how to predict. And then we say, okay, just look at our software, and it's very comprehensive, very robust software, and then you don't have to do the analysis part. So anytime you want to predict, let's say you are in stock market and you trade Amazon or Tesla or Apple or whatever. So what do you first thing you do is you take that symbol and you go on Google and let's start analyzing the history of it. How did it do 3 months ago? How did it do a year ago, 6 months ago, 12 months ago? Doesn't matter. And then you're like, okay, these are the trends. So you start writing some notes, right? So if I invest into Apple today, what will happen in 3 months, 6? Because everybody here wants to make money. Simple as that, right? So you have $1, you want to invest in something, and you want to double it, triple it, 4 times it. What we're going to say is, get into the game where it's the easiest and the cheapest. Like at the end of the presentation, I'll show you how you don't even have to invest a dime of your own. $0 of your own, just time, little bit of a time, and you can make $100,000 a month. Genuine. No joke, no gimmick. Actually, really $100,000, I'll show you. So why we created this? You're like, hey man, this is so great. Why are you giving it to everybody? Very, very good question. Everybody asks me that, hey, if you have something, why are you sharing? What? Here's the problem with trading. If you are in the honey business, right? Yesterday we talked about it. You have a trade secret, right? A secret that if you tell somebody, they'll copy that secret and they'll make you competition, right? So even if you share with your brother from same mother, right? But if he knows that secret, he'll know your supplier. He'll go and open a competition. Your business share will go down. You're like, come on, man, I don't want to share, right? This is the one business, if you don't share, you will die. Meaning, if I bought gold at $1,900, I have to sell, please buy gold, please buy gold, buy gold, buy gold, because then the gold price will go up, right? So this is the only one business you have to replicate. You have to tell others about it, that, hey, Bitcoin is high, let's everybody buy. Hey, gold is down, if it's oversold, hey, let's buy it. If it's overbought, let's sell it. So this is one business I have to scream out every day. Hey, I'm going to enter, you should enter. Because if you enter and thousands other enter, it's a win-win situation for everybody. Right? So 12 years ago, we found a need that a lot of new traders were missing. What they were lacking is ability to analyze, right? So for example, what the stock will do, options, cryptos, and there was not a software that could easily do this. So 12 years ago, we started this software, and we've sold lots of licenses worldwide, right? So in Toronto, we have 3 offices. We've been selling, even until today, we sell this software for $25,000. One license, one copy, until March of this year, because we use a platform called Ninja Trader, right? And Ninja Trader 6 we did 7, and we've been in this industry. When Ninja Trader 8 came, I could license this software to you, to your machine, on a subscription basis. For example, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Microsoft Office. Back in 10 years ago, you had to buy a license, like 600, 700. So as the cloud started to come, as the software as a service started to come, what we did was, we're like, how can we reduce the cost? Because to be honest, if I have to charge you $25,000, you should see our presentations on Saturdays and Sundays. It's a house full, but maybe in a month I sell 5, right? Because anybody who's investing in $25,000, they really are serious about it, right? They unless they know that they're going to recover their money, then they're not going to invest. So in March, what we did was we decided, hey, you know what, not everybody can afford $25,000 up front. And number 2, with the benefit of cloud, we could take this and license it to you on a subscription basis. So what here we charge, first of all, is free for 14 days. There is no money for you to try this software. After 14 days, we charge you $10 a day, which works out to about $300 a month, $10 a day. So now you can license this software based on a monthly subscription of $10 a day. So that's the pricing of the software. But before you buy or invest it, you should know what exactly this is doing, right? So what we do is, we get you started with a course approximately 90 days. If you have 0 experience in this field of trading, we have built it up from ground up. We have videos. We have the full course material that you can go in, listen to it for free. First 14 days, we don't charge you at all. So the first step is, you go right here. So the website is called superareas.com. So you go right here, you register for yourself for 14 days for free. It's going to ask you a couple of things when you sign up. So for example, I'm going to go, I agree. So during the sign up, there is no credit card required, no debit card required, nothing for you to pay us, because, well, I have to add one more thing. Right now, there's about 10 accounts on TikTok that are imitating us. What happens is, they will write enterprise.wealth. They'll write enterprise 1, enterprise 2. We are the only official account that has 0, we don't follow anybody. So that's the number 1 thing, is I have 0, I'm not following, this official company account is not following anybody. Number 2, we will never ask you for money for investment. We don't want your money. People say, Rafa, can you take my money and invest into stock market? No, I'm not going to do that. So we don't ask you Bitcoin, we don't ask you Ethereum, we don't ask you $100. So anybody that asking you money, they're just taking our videos and copying everything, right? So anyway, to sign this up, you type your name, email address, phone number, and this is called the product ID. We've changed it from machine ID to product ID. It's a little bit better. So Windows product ID, you can find it on your computer easy. Once you sign up, you're given access. We receive a message, and you have to download Ninja Trader. So the platform you saw earlier, we use Ninja Trader 8.1. If you use Meta, which is fine, if you use CMC, if you use Plus, everything works. You just have to analyze it on Ninja and put your trade on Meta. So if you're like, hey, I'm not used to Ninja, how do I... So on one screen, keep Ninja open. On another screen, you can use Meta, you can use, if you're doing crypto, use Binance. If you're doing currency, you can use Fox, OctaFX or XNS. There's lots of... So the idea is analysis happens on Ninja, and then you put the trade on it. So once you sign up, you're going to get a login, which is valid for 14 days, no cost to you. So when you log in, you have an access to a few things. It says click here to access our online training videos, right? So you click right here. So every single thing, so just like guys, becoming a doctor, a plumber, an engineer requires some education. So what we have done is 12 years of experience is in these 12 hours of videos. I don't expect anybody to, if you have zero experience, I don't expect everybody to understand what they're saying. Takes time. Listen to it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. You don't understand it? I do these seminars every day, live stream through TikTok, through Facebook, so you can ask us questions. So go through these videos. There's a couple of PDFs that we have put together. Just study those PDFs to see how our software works. So this is like an instruction manual. So once you log in, we have a few more things. You will get, with the membership, you will get live stream access, meaning that every morning, me, Daniel, somebody should stay in front of the computer at 9:30 a.m. You're going to get a brief from us ahead of the market, just to kind of give you analysis. The market is going to go up, market is going to go down. For 10 markets, by the way. S&P, Dow Jones, Russell, Nasdaq, gold, crude oil, natural gas, and 3 currencies, Euro USD, Canadian USD, and British Pound USD. So these 3, so we can give you even for everything, but it costs money. You say, can you pull me Bitcoin? We'll charge you, we'll give you the analysis, because it takes time for us to analyze it. But between these 10 markets, you can make $100,000 a month, no problem. It's number 2. These are called areas. So what happens is at 8 o'clock in the morning, we can give you the full market snapshots already ahead of the market. So before even market opens, we can precisely tell you if it goes up, these are the reversal points. If it goes down, these are the reversal points. So not only you get the software, you get the live stream, you get the manuals, the videos. We actually give you our very precise AI-based, all the resistance and support. For those who don't know what these are, market goes in one direction and has to pull back. If it goes up, so it's like a swing, right? If you take a swing and push it one way, it has to come down. So what that means, if the market climbs from 44 up, this is the point computer is saying it should do a reversal from or pull back from. So if it goes down, because it's not like market does not go, any market is just one way in one direction. It goes with some stops. So these are the stoppages points. You can call it reversals, pullback, retrace, anything you call them. So you get this service included in our software. What else? And of course, it tells you when you've logged in, we have a meeting ID if you want to go and do our Zoom sessions with us. So we will teach you. So we're not going to leave you alone. Reason is, your subscription pays my bills. Simple as that, right? So I want to make sure that, okay, we're not charging you $25,000, but if we're charging you $300 a month, we want you to stay with us lifetime. So again, why do we sell this? 4 benefits. Number 1, I use this software for trading. You can see me live trading the markets. We're going to start in about 2 hours. You can see my live account. Number 2, when you buy our software or subscribe to it, we make money. Of course, it's a residual income that we have put together as software for the last 12 years, so we make money from that. Number 3, I believe we've seen a lot of people struggling in especially Canadian market for the last 2 years. So we kind of look at like a social challenge and a community challenge that a lot of people want to get into this industry, but unfortunately there's a lot of scam out there. People will take your money, they'll run away. They'll take your investment, they'll run away. So we want to kind of give it back to a bit of a community. So of course, number one, we use this software, we trade, we make money. Number two, you get so capital is out of the way. We can say it's a bit of a giving back to the community and says somebody wants to get into this and don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of experience, they can do that. So I have a lot of guys, interest rate in US and Canada last 12 months are climbing. They were as low as zero, almost at 0%, like cost of borrowing. Right now it's up to 8%. So if you have bought a property in Canada for about $1.5 million, your mortgage is almost $6,000. And if you're driving an Uber and making $4,000, how do you make that extra $1,000? How do you can only drive Uber for so long. You can only stand in a retail shop for so long. Okay, 2 people have to work. That's still not enough. 3 people have to work. So what we give it back to a bit of a community on a low cost. So I have a lot of guys who are joining me this in Canada. A lot of real estate agents. Honestly speaking, business is down. Number 2, truck drivers. Between US and Canada, truck industry is down. And number 3, again, people who want to make an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, right? Beginners, but they have no idea. Somebody can say, hey, invest there. So we want to make an awareness in the market that, hey, trading is easy as long as you follow certain rules. As long as, you understand. So it's not gambling. You know how the market is going to go. And number 4, number 4 is this, which we are really after. We started this subscription model approximately in July when it became live. It's November right now. Almost November is gone. We have 1,500 members in our Telegram group, right? We want to get to 1 million subscribers worldwide. 5 years or less. Why? If, for example, gold or any market is at a certain point, right? And if you get an alert in that Telegram group that, hey, it's time to buy, right? And of course, you will analyze it yourself first. Don't listen to us that, hey, just take the signal. You're like, yes, the guy's right. It's oversold right now. Let's get into buying. Imagine 1 million people sitting together and you send out one tweet or one telegram, and out of 1 million, only 100,000 buy. You know how much impact you can move the market? Just taking one order. See, why one order has no value, by the way. That's what I said, trading is replication. So my one order has no power. But if I had 100,000 orders coming in at the exactly same price, look at where the power goes, right? So between all these 4 segments, we make money. We make money from subscription. We want to give back to the community. And number 4, we want to work as a team. As a team, right now we're doing good. It's still 1,500 followers. We sometimes post an alert, but imagine having 1 million users. They're all buying at your discretion, at your indication, right? So that's the 4 elements. So that's my kind of a quick overview of what we do. It's an interactive situation, and this presentation, I'll answer questions. Any question, doesn't matter how big, how small. Don't worry about what other trader is going to think. I'm not going to mind the question. So it's not a problem about, is it a scam? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? I don't mind it. I'll answer one thing I don't do is, first of all, we're not responsible for your profit or loss. We're after a subscription. You make 100,000 a month, or you lose whatever. We're not responsible. We're not an investment company. We're not we don't take your money and invest somewhere. This is just a tool that we have created for traders to make better educated. So we're not an investment firm. So those questions I will not answer that, hey, take my money, put it into a fund, double it, triple. I don't do this. I don't trade for anybody. I trade for myself. I don't even trade for my wife, for God's sake, for that reason. Because again, there is some legal, this is not a bot. Bot, it doesn't. So what it gives you a live signal and a best possible entry. But so what in Canada you cannot create bots, meaning that a trader has to put the trade himself herself. There is no, there are some bots out there. For example, if this is an entry point, 15 to win, once they see the price, they'll execute the trade. In Canada, US, you're not allowed to use the bot for automation of trading. That's one of the precise reason residents of Pakistan are banned in this industry. And second thing I wanted to clear is, if you reside in Pakistan, I cannot help you right now. You have to have it. India is fine, no problem. Unfortunately, UAE is fine, UK is fine. If you are holding a resident card of Pakistan, S&P is banned for you, Apex is banned for you, and it's a lot to do with geopolitical issues of US and Pakistan. So India is fine, UAE is fine, everybody's fine. So please don't fill my inbox out there on TikTok that, hey, and trust me, if when we do a presentation, maybe we get thousands of messages saying, hey, and we would like to help them, but unfortunately we can't, right? So, and if you have an area code 92 and you don't get a reply from us, it's most likely we will put you in a category there. So nothing personal there, it's just the way it's. Hopefully in future, if you have somebody maybe residing outside and maybe you can come to UAE, get a residence, it's up to you. How do you want to do it? So two things. I will not do anybody's investment, and number two, residents of Pakistan, unfortunately, I cannot help them right now. So I'll start with like an open interactive session. Any questions? No problem.
मतलब डे ट्रेड्स है, स्विंग ट्रेड
हाँ जी
है, कुछ वो गैप ट्रेड वगैरह
ठीक है।
सारी वीडियोस तो फॉर दी न्यू वीक
हाँ जी
आप हमें एक या दो ट्रेड जो है वो
मैं बिल्कुल अच्छा, मैं आपके जो टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन है ना, क्योंकि आपके क्वेश्चंस बेसिकली वेरी सॉफ्टवेयर रिलेटेड है कि ये कैसे चीज़ें चल रही हैं, राइट? ये मैं एंड ऑफ द चैप्टर लाऊंगा, इसको मैं आपके साथ भी बैठ के कर दूंगा। कोई जनरल क्वेश्चन हो उसके ये कैसे चलता है, क्या है? बिल्कुल
सर, जो सब्सक्राइब किए हुए हैं
हाँ जी
सर्विसेज के साथ,
हाँ जी
आपने मुझे बताया कि उनके साथ डायरेक्ट सेशंस भी हैं।
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी
सर, ये तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं मिला है, ऑलरेडी सब्सक्राइब फॉर।
ठीक है, नहीं मैं आपको बताता हूँ, आपके पास डेफिनेटली जो चीज़ है ना वो लाइव एक्सेस है।
लाइव एक्सेस
सी मोस्टली इस लाइव में ही मैं आंसर कर रहा हूँ सेशन।
लाइव एक्सेस में हाउ कैन वी पुट द क्वेश्चन?
सर व्हाट्सएप चलता है मेरा, हमेशा मेरा व्हाट्सएप लाइव चल रहा होता है। लाइव में मैं कह भी रहा होता हूँ कि आपने मुझसे क्वेश्चन बैठना है ना, पूछना है, क्योंकि मैं लीगल रीजन की वजह से 25 सेकंड अहेड चल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आप मेरा ट्रेड नहीं कॉपी कर सकते, क्योंकि स्ट्रीम मैंने इस वक्त भी जो स्ट्रीम देख रहे हैं ना वो 25 सेकंड बाद पहुंचेगी। आपके सामने लाइव डेटा चल रहा है, लाइव चीज चल रही है। आप मुझसे इंस्टेंटली क्वेश्चन पूछे व्हाट्सएप पे तो मैं वहां खड़ा होकर बता दूंगा। वो इंटरैक्टिव सेशन ही है। बिल्कुल।
So is there any separate amount for the Ninja Trader apart from?
No, $0. So Ninja is free at the beginning for first 14 days. You go on ninjatrader.com, you sign up with an email, and it's a demo account, $0. You don't put any real money in anything like that. Yeah, so Ninja is free for 14 days, and super area. Ninja always stays free, right? Unless you put your own broker's account. और उसमें मैं यहाँ पर ये ज़रूर कहूँगा कि जो नए हैं ना, जिस तरह आपने ज्वाइन किया, आप अभी हो, यार अपने पैसे ना लगाइएगा। मैं आपको ऑनेस्टली बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि अनलेस आप ट्रेडिंग करते रहे हैं कुछ अर्से पहले, है ना, फर्स्ट टाइम है, न्यू हैं, सीख रहे हैं, इसमें बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम ऐसे हैं, आपको $1 भी लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है। $1 भी। देखिए पहले अभी आप 14 दिन चल रहे हैं ना, डेमो अकाउंट में, सिमुलेशन में चल रहे हैं, डेटा भी आ रहा है, सब कुछ आ रहा है। आप कहते हैं ठीक है यार, मुझे 14 दिन पसंद आए, लेकिन मेरा अभी ना सिस्टम कंप्लीट नहीं है, मुझे अभी चाहिए और, तो आप एक सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लें। जैसे कि आप देखेंगे यार बहुत भी गए ना, अगर किसी ने छोड़ना हुआ ना वो $300 पे छोड़ देगा। देखिए यार बहुत भी गए तो मेरे $300 जाएंगे, मुझे ये सिस्टम पसंद नहीं आया, तो कोई बात नहीं। अगर आपको सिस्टम पसंद आ जाए ना, तो अब मैं इंट्रोड्यूस आपको ये कराता हूँ। अब मैं आपको पहले इसकी रीज़न बताता हूँ क्यों हम ये पुश करते हैं। ये पहले मैं 3-4 माह पहले पुश नहीं कर रहा था, फंडेड अकाउंट। हमारे पास जो प्रोग्राम है, सो द वे प्रोग्राम वर्क्स इज, your Ninja is free, right? Your super area is free, After that, okay, you want to now start trading, but you don't know where to start. What we asked everybody in Canada is there's a broker that allows you to put real money in. So we tell people, you're new, you're like a baby born, right? I'm sure everybody's gone through a stage where your baby is like a month old. You don't feed them like a solid food. You feed them like, banana or something small and easy. Same idea. If you're new to this and you don't know where to begin, start with $250. There's a broker out there. You can start with micro, understanding it. Hey, can I make $10 a day? Just like testing the water. You may have $1 million. I don't care. But this thing is like playing with fire, right? It will keep you warm and nice and comfort, but it can burn your home down, right? I've had friends long distance. They've lost their marriage over trading. So there's a very dark side to this, meaning what I cannot do for you is addiction, right? This is very highly addictive game. Game as in, 23 घंटे this casino is open. I call it casino in this, like some people just won't get up. That's the problem. They just sit there. Right now, this market is open a full 23 hours worldwide. Number two, I cannot teach you discipline. If you're not disciplined in your life and other matters, like for getting, things getting done and all of that, this requires a very, very strict discipline in your life, right? So I used to be very relaxed, and since I've gotten into this, getting things done, this will teach you discipline. So you have to make sure that if you are new and want to get in, these two things are very, very important. So in the book of Moses, there are 7 deadly sins I was talking about. 3 deadly sins are these. This problem is greed, problem of envy, and there was another one here. So you have to control yourself. Making money in this is very easy. You can make $1,000 in a blink of an eye. I'll show you how to do it. Keeping that money in your pocket is the most difficult thing, because खात में फिर खारिश होगी, फिर उंगल दे दोगे इसके अंदर, स्विच के अंदर, फिर करंट लगेगा कि भाई $100 का और ट्रेड डाल देते हैं. So, and again, this is like $23 trillion a day is moving. If you have $1 billion, by the way, just to understand, a trillion has 1,000 billion, right? Okay. If you have $1 billion, and if you spend $5,000 a day, you know how much time you require to spend that? 200 years. That's how much money is out there in the market, right? So your $2, $3, $5 million, nobody's going to care about it, right? And Elon Musk has what? 40, 50 billion dollars. So this one day worldwide amount of money that moves pockets is $23 trillion. Forex alone is $6 trillion. So, but the idea is, we want to get in, set a target, get out. I always give an example of a guy who's our student. In the first day he's joined, he's got 2 homes, he's retired in Toronto. He's like, यार मुझे सिगरेट पीनी है किसी और के पैसे से, क्योंकि मेरी वाइफ कहती है कि सिगरेट जो है ना अपना पिया करें. He comes in, he puts in a trade, makes $20, shuts the computer, goes home. That's all his target is, $20 a day, right? Set a target. You want to make 100 a day, 200 a day, 1,000 a day, 5,000 a day. There's no limit of how much, but that's the amount of time required. In order to make approximately $1,000 a day, the work is required 90 minutes. That's it. From 9:30 to 11, most of my traders are done. And yesterday I screamed on my TikTok, hey, if you're done $500, $600, get up. Last time me and Shah Saab gave an example. The guy was sitting at $798. You know what? He said, let's go in for $2 more. I want the number 800. And he lost $1,400 because, market can do anything at any time, right? So if you met your target, control your greed, control your discipline, right? Shut down last night, there was a power switch and I was up $1,800 for the day in my 90-minute session. I took a trade. Luckily, market fell down. When I made $3,500 last night, I got up, I went for a walk. I said, you know what, the more I'm going to sit here, ye shaitan mujhe phir bula lega andar, right? So that is the problem. I'm very blunt and transparent and honest about it. There is this money that you will make here, there's no other better way to make. You can, trust me, minus 50 in Toronto, you know how bad that is? We just sit and relax. Plus 50 here, you don't have to get out. Just do, your market is going to open in about 5:30 where the volume is there, right? 5:30 to 7, make your $200, $300, $500, $600 a day, and I'll show you how to make 100,000 even. You have to do the work. I can only show you the gates. You still have to put in the work in terms of how the market moves and everything, right? So coming back to this, both of you two are new, completely new. There is this program called Apex. It starts at about $15 when the sale is on. Right now the sale is 70%, so it's $40. You invest $40, they ask, so what this is called a funded account. I'm sure you have heard a lot about funded account. What funded account is, it's like getting a job as a trader. Simple as that. For example, you're a very good plumber and you've done your technician, whatever, and you want to get an employee. Of course, they're going to give you an exam to become a certified plumber. Same idea. They ask you to sit in an exam for $40, and you can prove them that in 30 days you can make $1,500. So this is their cheapest plan. This is not $147, it's $47. So what they're asking you to do is, we will give you $25,000. Can you please show us if you can make $1,500 in 7 days or more? Out of 30 days, any 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive. You can do trade today, you can trade in 4 days, as long as it's 30 days and any 7 days. So if you can make $1,500 and you can show them, so before you say, hey, I want to get into this market, Rafay came, did a presentation, I like it, I have $5,000 in savings, you know what I say? Don't do it. You're going to lose it. दो गालियां मुझे देंगे, दो सॉफ्टवेयर को देंगे, दो इस इंडस्ट्री को देंगे, बंद कर देंगे. ये नहीं हम चाह रहे. हम चाह रहे हैं, because 100 people join this, only 3 people pass it. Meaning that only 3 people that I know, my students join, some drop after a month, some drop after 2 months. Consistent are those who can manage their greed and manage their discipline. I still have lots of volume. 10 lose, new 50 come, right? So I still make money, but I want you to be the top 3%, and I'll show you by example of those guys who get paid out here. So go in there, and before you invest your own real money, see if you can make somebody's $1,500. They'll show you if you're good or not. If you're good, there's a round 2. So after round 2, you don't have to put your money in. They'll give you $25,000, $50,000, $75,000, up to $300,000 somebody will give you. What they want to see, hey, can you do this? Because what happens is, how do they make money? What happens is, when you do a trade that is successful, they monitor you for 3 months. That, okay, yeah, Hussain bhai, right? He does a trade, and every time he does a trade, there's a 90% he's winning, because there is a stats, right? So what he does, the software, it copies your trade. So they have a pool of money, big money, and they're like, every time Hussain sits, he does a trade, it actually connects you with the real money behind, which you don't know. They don't care. If they're making 20, they're making probably $2 million, right? So we don't care either, right? We don't like, हमारे पैसे तो नहीं जा रहे. As long as you can show them, guys. So unless then you can move into your own money. But mostly in futures market, you don't have to rely on your money. Like yesterday, Wasim Bhai signed up for a $15 account. He's going to trade. So the best part is, if you lose somebody else's money. So if you lost this exam and you couldn't do it, you only lost $15. That's it. That's it. Like, nobody's going to come down and say, hey, you lost my money, where is it? So the agreement says, पैसे कमाए तो आपके, नुकसान किए तो उनका. So this will give you the starting, entry on how to do this. So that's called a funded account, how to get into this market. और कोई क्वेश्चन? सर
Single step exam, sir?
सॉरी?
This is single step, we have to pass only one and then we get the real funded?
Yeah. So no, there's round two. There's two rounds. So first round is you spend $15 or $40. You show them you've made $1,500, and they say, oh, is it luck? भाई बंदा लकी रह गया, सही क्लिक कर गया, एकदम ही 1500 कमा लिए. वो फिर round two comes, you will pay $130, and round two, one more condition gets added. It's called not trading during news. Okay, there's an event. I'll show you a website. That it's, by the way, everything is in our course. It's not something that anything I'm saying here. For example, yesterday, Thursday, November 9th, these are local times, but Eastern time, we had unemployment claims. Anytime there is a red mark, that's called high impact news. इस सारे का चौधरी है अमेरिका, by the way. Like हम उनके नीचे हैं, हम उनका कुछ बिगाड़ नहीं सकते, कुछ कर नहीं सकते. So US controls this all. World US dollar, world economy, nothing we can do, so let's accept the reality and join them. Simple. I'm not here to debate about who is doing what. If Fed chair speaks, market will move. If he says economy is okay, if US सबसे बड़ा चौधरी है ना, if he says things are gonna go okay, world economy moves, right? So in round two, your question was, whenever this time is there and you make some money, they don't count it. It's not like they deduct it. They just say कि आपको lucky break मिली. Meaning they're not looking for gamblers. They're looking for traders. Because what happens is, this news, for example, 217,000 people lost jobs last month, this month, and they announced it, right? बड़ी कंपनियों को पहले ये डाटा मिल जाता, हमारे छोटे इन्वेस्टर रिटेल को बड़ा लेट मिलता है ये, right? हमेशा अमीर ही आगे निकलता है जिंदगी में, right? So if you trade during this time, they're not going to count it. So they tell you, so they just say don't trade during the news. That's it. So round two, after $1,500, you get qualified to withdraw. Simple. That's it. Did you?
सर ये न्यूज़ जो आपने बताई, फर्स्ट राउंड में इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होती?
क्या?
फर्स्ट राउंड जो आप कर रहे हैं
नहीं होती बिल्कुल. So there is no implication of news. For example, I taken a $15 exam and I've taken advantage of the news and I know there is a spike coming and I'll just ride the road. So वो मैं 30-40, यानी कि आप पास कर सकते हो जल्दी न्यूज़ पे, लेकिन रियल क्वालिफिकेशन के लिए न्यूज़ नहीं है.
So my question was, the round two,
Yes.
the real funded?
Yes, real, 100% real. But they don't put the money in your account. They give you a username, password. No, it's a real account. It's somebody's real account. So they have a pool of money, right? So they would say, okay, I'll give you can only lose $1,500 and then your account gets closed. That's it. So, but if you lose somebody's $1,500, you only lose $130.
What is the minimum amount I qualify for the withdrawal?
After $1,600, anything. If you make 10,000, qualify 10,000. So I'll show you right here on this page. It's called payouts. नहीं सर, मैंने अभी क्वालिफाई नहीं. इस नवंबर 15 में आ जाएगा.
ब्रेक करने वाले 16.
हाँ 16. अच्छा, मैं अब आपको अगला बताता हूँ कि गेम क्या जहाँ से चलती है. Maybe everybody can see this guy. His name is Tahir. My first student, but हम पहले ये उससे पहले नहीं करते थे क्योंकि the reason before July not to promote Apex is because there is a true cost to running this operation of trading. There is a ninja cost of $100 before Apex, and there is a broker cost of $25. So we used to say, well, Apex is $150 and your real account is 125, what's the benefit, right? So we never got into it. They dropped their price to like $50, so I moved everybody to the broker account. So my first student ever who joined, we announced this program September 26th. So he became the first person to withdraw $1,500. A lot more are going to have, because they pay money every 15 days, right? Now look at this guy. He's not my student. Amit out of Illinois. Look how much money he ended up taking. 8,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 20 times 8. $160,000 he took from their money. They don't care because, and this is real money. I'm not doing a joke. Look for this guy. 100, 200, 300, 400, $750,000, guys. This is real money. This is not a joke. This is 100% legitimate. A lot of traders out there will hold this information. I don't care, man. जो आपकी किस्मत में आपने खाना है, मेरे से लेके नहीं खाना. जो मेरे में है, मुझसे कुछ छीन भी नहीं सकता. So if जो इसने 750 कमाया, उसी ने कमाया. मैंने नहीं कमाया, वही पुल सरात से गुजरा है. So what I'm trying to say is, it's his job, his earning, his everything. Nobody can take that away from whatever is written in your destiny, so nobody can take away my destiny. So what I'm trying to say is, you work hard, you can make money easily without investing your money, right? So ये futures का फायदा है.
So ये कंपनी कितने टाइम से काम कर रहे हैं?
Sir, at least you can do a Google review, I think 7 years maybe or more. I think they're the largest payout. The US में बहुत सारी हैं, तो they have given well over $50 million in payouts, if I go back. Yeah, they've given well over $50 million. You can look at the history, you can read about it. I'm not affiliated with them in any sort. I just promote them to see, कि $15 में मुझे क्या मिलेगा, $1 मिल जाएगा, no problem. So $57 million they have given out so far since 2022, just 1 साल में. But they make a lot of money, by the way. Because they have 40,000 members giving them $100 a month. That's $4 million, right? To them, a month. In a year, वो 50 कमा लेंगे. तो अगर 100, अच्छा इस अकाउंट पे पहुंचना आसान नहीं है. आसान लगता है कि आपने $15 दिए, then you will fail the exam. You know why? Greed and discipline. You will fail. I have people who qualify round 1, they get to round 2, and I ask them, hey, is it my software? They're like, no, it's my discipline, it's my greed. So if you can control your greed, I can show you the way to, make hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? So, any other question? Yes. Sorry guys, at TikTok I can't answer your question. My screen is facing the other way, so just send me a WhatsApp message and I will reply through WhatsApp. Country code 1-647-228-0694. I'll repeat it again. 1-647-228-0694.
Sir, is there any one-to-one mentorship?
There is. See, I expect that if you are not comfortable after 60 days, we have a person who can do a Zoom session for you. So we'll give you, let's say if you book 5, we'll give you 1 for free, and we charge $50 an hour for that, right? But idea is, if you study this, look into my live stream, look at my videos, you should be comfortable within a couple of months, right? So coming back to the software. So any basic questions I can answer before I get into technical details? कोई कुछ भी question हो? See. We have written the software first of all. But okay, all of this is available on YouTube. ये रिकॉर्ड होके वहाँ पर लाइव हो जाएगी. तो कोई भी आपको मिस हो गया या तो ये इसकी आर्काइव बन रही है, right? We have one thing when we were writing this, that hey, some people trade gold, some do forex, some do currencies, some do Nasdaq, S&P, Russell. So we were looking for a universal software when we were coding this, that hey, this will work with any market. You can do Bitcoin, you can do currencies, you can do Indian markets. You, as long as our requirement is, you can get the data inside NinjaTrader. We will do it for you. Apex, again, alone gives you 10 market data. Dow Jones, Russell, Nasdaq, natural gas, gold, crude oil, and couple of currencies, right? So what we then did, a normal trader, if this wasn't the software, they go in and they analyze it. So right now there's 15 different things we're analyzing for you. Trend, upper band, this is all technical, it's in the manual. This is all written in our PDFs, it's in the videos. Mid-band, candles, large triggers, small triggers, values, DOM, MACDs, BBs, Bollinger Bands, zero line, overbought over RSI, same thing on a bigger time frame. We added value area, we added night session, we added pivot points, supports and resistance. So there are 15 things happening for you in this chart. And any given time, you can do 7 different type of trades. Any given time. So for example, this is called a candle trade, right? Every time you see a white dot, buy. Simple, close your eyes, buy. Every time you see a black dot, sell. That's it. That's like, how simple can I make it? If you don't understand any of this, you see a white die, hit buy, right? Make your $50, $25, $20 and close the trade. Every time you see a white again, buy. So this is called one type of trade called candle trade. You don't look at anything else. You don't look at color, you don't see anything. Now, Rafay bhai ne kiya, white dart aave buy pa diyo, red aave, black aave to sell pa de. That's it. That's the only type of trade. That's very basic. It's not going to make you a lot of money because it takes a lot of time to get in. Number 2, most common is a trend trade. So there's a line going right here, right? This is a live entry. It tells you if you were to sell from this line, right, you can make it bigger. Let me, I'll show you how to make it a little bit bigger. So, because my screen is small here. Okay. People say, send me a signal. People join signals groups for $10, $15, Facebook. There's lots of influencers. Nothing against them, man. If they're helping you make money, stick with them. Our software says live. This is the price you should buy yourself from in a trend trade. So if it's green, background color is green, buy. Background color is green, buy. So this is called the trend trade. So first trade, candle trade. Second trade, trend trade. Third trade, it's called overbought, oversold. Relative strength index. Becomes 0, buy. Becomes 100, sell. Meaning at that point, price is going to drop in that direction. So 1, candle trade. 2nd, trend trade. 3rd, overbought, oversold. 4th trade, diversion trade happens. So these is the frequency. Frequency in a sense, for example, this overbought, oversold doesn't happen quicker. It happens maybe after an hour, after 2 hours. Candle is happening very quickly. So candle trade, trend trade, overbought, oversold trade, diversion trade. Safest trade is diversion trade, but it may happen once a day. It may not happen, quickly. So you have to understand that certain trades are happening much faster, certain are not happening in that sense, right? So, and then the gap trade is same as trend trade, by the way. Gap trade is यहाँ से buy करना है. So what a gap will mean is between your BBs, there will be a gap. That's it. Sorry.
सर गैप तो एक्सप्लेन करेंगे
गैप, अच्छा गैप अभी आता है तो बताता हूँ, अगर चल रहा है तो मैं आपको गैप बता दूंगा, नो प्रॉब्लम.
So this right bottom, तो आपका जो ग्राफ है, it is coming from right to left, right?
Yeah, so this is market, live market, exactly. Okay, see the thing,
On the last points only.
yeah, this is actual, last point is this white line. ये current line. So one thing I have to say, my charts, my software does not work with time. There's no 5 minutes, there's no 10 minutes, there's no 15 minutes, there's no 60 minutes. Our software works with smart money. Go and Google that term. People are selling you, oh, if it makes an F, if it makes a Z, if it makes a flower, we don't worry about any patterns. We look at where the volume is, where the big companies are buying, and we plot the chart. Look at the time. 6:57, 7:14. So none of these charts work with time. This works, so my candle will sometimes just sit there. If there is no volume, it'll just go bounce up and down, and you will see there's, in our software, we tell you a few time zones. Number one, 9:30 to 11. 95% of my traders are done 9:30 to 11. $100, $200, Eastern time, Eastern New York time. So right now it's about 7:15. In about 2 hours, because we're still here, you're going to see this graph go crazy. Right now it's European session, so it's early in the morning, so nothing is happening right now. So at 8:30, in about 1 hour, you're going to go to superareas.com, both of you, log in, look at the area for Friday morning, and you're going to see computer has generated everything for you, meaning if the price gets there, sell. For example, if you can see my live stream, you know what I'm saying? आने दो, 4380 पे आने दो, कल ऐसे हुआ, वहाँ से लिया, diversion trade पे लिया. So I can help you trade with it, because you know what I do? Now I'll show you how to make $100,000 a month. It's not a joke, but I'll share the secret. You know why? When you make, I automatically make with this subscription. There is a law called replication, trade replication, right? So what you do is this. This is an app called R Trader, but it's free app.
सर निंजा ट्रेडर का भी कॉपी है
Yeah.
वो आई थिंक चार्ट
$150. They charge
वाला free?
No, one time. नहीं, लेकिन एक दफा आपने पे करना है, ठीक है? So this is my live account. I opened on September the 26th to show an example, and I try to lead everything. जो मैं यहाँ कह रहा हूँ ना कि hey, I lead you by example. So these are all past accounts. I failed first one because there is another rule. You cannot hold a trade overnight, right? So this is my live account. I have 20 accounts of the $15 months, from 0 to 21. All my targets are that I have to make $1,600 and then I'll qualify for it, right? So the beauty is this: 20 accounts. You are allowed 20 accounts in your one email, one credit card. If your family member lives at a different address, they're allowed 20 accounts. I'm just saying something so you understand the fine line between it. If you have 5 relatives at 5 different addresses, 5 accounts, everybody is allowed 20 accounts, right? So once you have 20 accounts right here, right? Let's say you make $100. That's it, $100, nothing more. How many trades? 3 trades. Micro. ओवरबॉट हो गया, 2 लॉट लेके नीचे आ गए. 10 trades, $100. अगर कोई इस बिजनेस में $100 रोज का नहीं कमाता ना, छोड़ जाए. This is how easy it is. So 100, what we'll do, we'll add a software called Trade Copier. It will put 100 same trade on all 20 of them. You know how much money you made? $2,000 in one day. Doing what? What work? Nothing. Somebody challenged me on TikTok the other day. He said, "Oh, yaar, aap to micro karte ho. Micro mein kya hai?" I'm buying $300,000 account as soon as it goes on sale. You know how much money you can make each day? $40,000 each day. Just learn the secret. Secret is not about sitting and trading for a long time. Secret is go in, get it done. $10 इधर से, 20 इधर से, 30 इधर से, $100 का टारगेट रखें. $100 a day over 20 accounts will give you $2,000 a day. And I posted a picture on my status yesterday. I walked away with $2,700 yesterday. Right? Simple. There is no, आपके सामने सिर्फ लाइव स्ट्रीम की है. Overbought हुआ उधर. So see, right now it's 97. When it comes to 99, I'll do a sell. That's it. And I'll make my $20 and get out. 5 times, 2 time इधर से, 3 time इधर से, 15 मिनट में ख़त्म. $100 times 20, $2,000. मुझे क्या ख्वारी है कि इसके अंदर सर दे के रखूँ यार. तो आइडिया ये नहीं है कि आप बहुत बड़े ट्रेडर हो और बहुत इंटरनेट पे जो दिखा रहे होते हैं ना कि उसने 20, 30, 40 हज़ार बना लिए. रियल पॉसिबल है, जोक नहीं है. लेकिन मोस्टली पीपल, सो माई प्रेडिक्शन इज from here to 100, I'll tell you, it'll bounce back. How many points? This until 240 के बाद वापस जंप करेगा या नीचे आ जाएगा, right? So every time this gets to 30, you're going to see a 10-point drop. 10 point times $20 is $200 in one trade. You don't have, I just pick up 1 point here, man, $20. यहाँ से 20 लो, 0 पे आ जाओ, 20 ले लो, ऊपर 20 ले लो, नीचे 5 ट्रेडों में 100 पूरा करें, पूरे दिन का 2000 खत्म कर लें. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, सारे आप बैठे हो, ऑल ऑफ यू आर न्यू, पैसे आप बना लोगे, ग्रीड से नहीं बचोगे, वो आपका अपना है. मैं आपको भी बता रहा हूँ कि हर एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग गेट्स इनटू ए greed will kill you, or lack of over trading will kill you. Making money is easy, keeping money in your pocket is very difficult because you tend to like, यार एक दफा फिर कर लेते हैं, एक दफा फिर. So you see this got to 100, it did a pullback of 7 points right now, but on a Nasdaq I follow this chart. So we'll teach you which chart to follow for which market, no problem.
The question regarding 20 accounts, can we pass it all at once or
Yes.
we have to pay?
Yeah. No. You can pass one by one with trade replicator in that beginning stage too. No problem. I've passed most exams 5 at a time. So I buy 5. $75 की इन्वेस्टमेंट की, ठीक है, बैठा एक दफ़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट की, ट्रेड कॉपियर की, 5 अकाउंट पे किया, उनको ले गया, पार्क कर दिए. अगले 5, क्योंकि अगर फेल होंगे तो इकट्ठे ही होंगे, याद रखिएगा. तो इट्स नॉट वन वे, इट कैन, इफ इट गोज अगेंस्ट यू, इट गोज अगेंस्ट यू बोथ.
सबको पास
करना सबको पास है, सारों को पास करना है और सारों को क्वालिफाई करना है. मतलब इस कुछ मेरे लेट अकाउंट आए थे, कुछ अर्ली आए, तो सारों को 1500 करके दिखाना है, फिर पास हो जाएंगे. और फिर सारों को 1500 दोबारा करना है, फिर आप एलिजिबल हो जाओगे विड्रॉल के लिए. 10 years, you can not trade for 10 years, it's there, you pay their 130 fees and just sits there, no problem, right? Again, इसमें पैसा नहीं ज़ाया होता. देखिए आप ट्रेडिंग में आए, आपको यार किसी ने 5000 लगाए, जिस ट्रेडर से मिला हो ना, वो एक कहता है यार ट्रेडिंग तो दिल बड़ा करता है यार, पैसे लूज किए हमेशा. यार हमने क्या करना है, जो 100 बंदा आ रहा है ना, वी वांट टू बी द टॉप 2%, 3%. दैट्स व्हाट माय गोल इज. आई वांट टू सी ऑल ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स ऑन द एपेक्स, राइट? कोई 2000 निकाल रहा है, 5 निकाल रहा है, so I wouldn't care, right? So we want to be the top 2%. Again, I can teach you. मैं आपके साथ सेशंस लगा के, जब तक आपके अंदर घुस ना जाए ना, मैं सिखा दूंगा, फिक्र नहीं करनी. As long as you are willing to learn, we're willing, because you know what we want? We are after your $300 every month, right? So आप ही छोड़ जाओगे तो हम कैसे पैसे कमाएंगे, right? तो हम ये चाहते हैं कि आपको पैसे कमा के दें. स्लोली माइक्रो से स्टार्ट करेंगे, माइक्रो. And this I do on micro, just an example.
Setting micro की और mini की कैसे?
Right here, see, this is called instrument right here, right? So go here and change the instrument to, see it says micros, see, and MES. So what micro is, a lot of people says US है ना, सारों का चौधरी है, वो कहता है यार कैसीनो को घर कैसे पहुँचाए. लोगों के, कुछ लोगों के पास तो $50 भी नहीं है, उन्होंने कहा सालों को $5 वाला दे दो, right? So this is a highly manipulated industry. This is not something I control. US controls this. Senate controls it. But they want to bring this addiction to every home. हमने कहा यार ठीक है, गेम उन्होंने बनाई है, हम उनके साथ खेलते हैं. So just like think about it. This is a video game or whatever. You just want to get good at it and beat the system, right? So that's what we figured out. Hey, if you do this, this, and this, you can actually beat the system. Because sometimes if you think, every time you put $1 in, you're like, यार जब मैं ट्रेड डालता हूँ मेरे खराब हो जाता है, जब मैं ट्रेड डालता हूँ, इसका मतलब है वहाँ कोई बैठा हुआ है, वो देखता है कि मैंने $10 डाले हैं तो मेरे अगेंस्ट चले जाता है, राइट? इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. सो the way smart money works, it's like a scale. You deposit $100, they deposit $100. You deposit 10,000, they deposit 10,000. You deposit $1 million, they deposit. It's a computer software. So we looked at it and we said, you know what? Let's go with them. So whichever their direction is, our users should follow that, right? So rather than the retail 94%, 97% investor, computer would automatically beat them. Why not join the computer? So now computer is telling me that I'm at 97% that I have to take a reversal. So wait, that's it. Our job is not trading, guys. Honestly, our job is waiting until the price comes to me. What I'm looking at this number to be 99.50. When it comes, I'll do it. अगर उससे पहले चली गई, it's okay. No. So I'm not going to break my own rule. My rule is 0.5 and 99.5. If it hits 99.5, I'll do a quick sale. Have you played any game? It's like Subway Surfer, where it's a reaction. This game is a reaction game. Get in, make your $20 per trade, get out. Play video games. Go download those Temple Run style games. You know, you're just chasing like how fast your fingers move. So trading, is Nasdaq especially, is just hand, eye, finger. You know, how fast can you click here? You in Nasdaq, you can. I have 4 strategies set right here. See, right now it's rising to 97.58. I'm gonna, let's say, pick a sim account just to show you guys how easy it is, because right now market is slow. So let's pick Nasdaq. So I have written here that once I make $20, like 2 points, I will exit the trade automatically. So let's get to 97.56, 98.11, and I will do a sell order right here. Let it get to 98.11. 1 second. आजा थोड़ा सा और ऊपर आ जाओ.
So this is overbought, oversold?
Overbought, oversold. So right now it's overbought. So let's say if you enter now, what will happen? Let's say right now 98.2. So, because what happens, it can drag on for quite some time and lose it. So the last you enter in this number, the better it is for you to exit quickly. So let's say if I enter it now, I'm going to say, let's short it right now. And I say, and right now $5 I made, $10, done. I made $20. End of the story. 5 ट्रेड ऐसे करने हैं, $100 बनेंगे. ट्रेड रेप्लिकेटर के साथ 2000 बन जाएंगे. So what I did for you, I still have room. I can go back in. I got a lucky break there, so I can go in. Let's see. Let's do another one. -10, -15, +5. So overbought hai. So trade number 2. So that's why, see, it's going against me, because you want to enter it as close to 99.50. But still I won't get killed here, because I'm still high up there. It may go against me and then come back, but it may go give me like $0 here, right? Another piece of advice, if you have made money in the trade and you were lucky, दोबारा पंगा ना लें उसी ट्रेड के अंदर, right? So see, look how fast the market moves. It's 99.50, right? This was so I have risked $110 for no reason. I didn't have to, right? But if I enter it now, 99.5, more chances are it will bounce back. So it should bounce back until 19,250. So let's see.
So how are you confirmed for the
Yeah,
goes down?
100%, right?
I mean, that is for
Huh.
sure, it will go down, but till what point it will...
There's a midline going along with it. So it has to test our software precisely predicts the reversal point. So it knows that if it goes down, to which value it will go down, it may drag for a little bit, but it will still go down and test this line. So
midline, right?
this is a midline between the two overbought and oversold. So I'm still, market is okay, I'm still, if I enter it now on a different trade, let's enter on a micro real funded account trade. So I'll take this and I'll add my own real funded account. Let's say number 2, and let's do micro. And I'll put a strategy of 8 ticks, and I'll do a sell order here. This is now my real funded account. Because I do micros, because what, it will, I already have an ATM, so it'll give me $5 here, and I'll be out, no problem.
So is there any difference placing an order from this option or by dragging on?
Yeah, both are okay. Both are fine. Both are fine. So I know that at $5 here, I'll close the trade, right? So how many trades I've taken for a 5? Maybe $5, $10, $5. That's just Nasdaq. But see, when you're in a micro, it won't kill you, right? If you're in for a real Nasdaq, you have to have a bigger account, right? So for here, if it goes against me, longest I've seen it go against me, what, minus $80, and I have a strategy for micro. I know so when you are a trader, you should know 4 values. My entry point is 99.5. If it goes against me, at what point will I buy a second lot to do an average? Number 2. Number 3, at what point will I exit? So what point will I exit? $5, $10, so I know. And number 4, at what point I'm gonna say, yaar bahut ho gaya, khatam karo, trade band karo, right? So you have to pick, see right here, I have an 80 tick loss. So I know my loss. So if it goes me 80 times $2, $160, I'll close the trade. So I know my loss. If it goes me plus $5, I'll close it. Then I know see right now it's minus $7, real funded account number 2. So it's at 99.91, but sometimes even at 100 it drags on. So the later you, आप पता क्या करें शुरू में सिर्फ इस पे काम करें, overbought oversold पे.
ये सर हम
30-20
जो है सर उसमें चेक कर रहे हैं ये overbought
नहीं 30-20 में 30-20 में. आप शुरू के काम के लिए ना, बिगिनर्स के लिए ये देखें अभी आ जाएगा, और इट्स बाय द टाइम इफ आई हैड एंटर्ड इट देयर आई वुड हैव बीन डन बाय नाउ, राइट? So it still didn't do a retrace yet. So it tried here, but let's see if it's at 99 point. तो आप क्या करें, ये नंबर बहुत क्लोज आ जाए ना, वहाँ से सेल डाल दें. That's it.
किस चीज़ के मतलब once it is above 99?
Sorry?
Once it is above 99?
Then once it has 99.5.
99.5 का वेट है?
Yeah.
In that case फिर हम उसको
सेल कर दें, और नीचे से 0.5 हो जाता हूँ,
0.5
0.5 पे बाय कर लें. और अगर क्योंकि अभी तो मार्केट डेड पड़ी है, 9:30 पे ये जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाता है काम. सो फिर आपने इसको ट्रेड का वेट करना है कि जितना लेट आप एंटर हों उतना बेटर है. And one thing, when you're doing an overbought, oversold, see the white line is your current price line. When you're doing an overbought, sold, make sure you pick top of the bar. Jitni extreme पे price. When you're doing an oversold at the bottom, make sure the price is at the bottom of the bar, because उसमें इतना ही चढ़ना है ना, आपके पैसे पूरे हो जाने.
So this is on 20 accounts?
No, wait, no, one. If I want to do a trade copy, next trade I'll do a 20 accounts. Right now, so it's starting to do a pull down, because look, it has gone in well over 39 points in one direction. So it has to come down at least 10 points. And then अगर इसने ऊपर का सफर लेना है तो no problem. So every time, so I'll hit the $5 mark right now, $2, so
हम ये Nasdaq वाली मार्केट से करें,
स्टार्ट Nasdaq से कर लें, नो प्रॉब्लम. सिर्फ सिमुलेशन.
ये नीचे आ रही है.
यार ये दिस विल कम आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम. For US comes like maybe you have to wait 3 hours, but this comes much faster.
So how can we open that?
Yeah, okay. So to open multiple chart, that was the question. See, with the default template, you have one DOM, you have one 15-10, you have one 30-20, right? So right here, between 30-20, click this plus sign, right? When you click this plus sign, pick another instrument. Let's say I want to do Russell right here. Russell, and I will pick 30-20, right? And so now it has opened up Russell for me.
What about the DOM?
Yeah, so DOM is right here. Give me one second. So file, new, super DOM. And you guys can link it with the color code. So right here is the linkage. So you can say, okay, I will set this to aqua and this graph to aqua. So it will then link it all together.
So what is this 2030 and these numbers?
These are tick charts because they're not time charts. So 15 ticks, 30 ticks. So we don't wait with time, we work with ticks.
We have 60 tick chart also.
No. So those are 60 minutes. So I have 60-minute chart, meaning one candle is 1 hour. Then I have 240. Then I have 1440. But those charts are really for position traders, meaning जो लोग नहीं trade करना चाहे. So I have this software for day trader, for intraday, for people who do quarterly. For example, I have a trader in US, doctor. He only trades natural gas 2 trades a year. That's it. Because you have to understand natural gas, $1 is $10,000 because it micros, right? He doesn't trade in it. So every, I believe around October, he would buy natural gas because winter demand goes up. So natural gas moves up $5 average each season. 60 to 65. And natural gas, when your summer is coming, natural gas demand is going down. So S&P, each $1 is $50. Nasdaq is 20. Gold is 100. Crude oil is $1,000. Natural gas is 10,000. So you take you go find a broker that lets you do open contract, meaning you can he has approximately $250,000 in his account and he does only 2 contracts a year. अक्टूबर में लॉन्ग कर देता है, मार्च में शॉर्ट कर देता है. So whole year he does only 2 trades. And he's like, all right, so like there's those type of trade, like ये काम है उनका जिन्होंने 54 टन इकट्ठी करनी है, सिंपल सी बात है. मैं गरीबों की काम है ये डे ट्रेडिंग. जो थोड़े से जिनके पॉकेट्स बड़े हैं ना, they don't sit in front of the computer and they're like, यार ये क्या बकवास है, मुझे अब $20 इकट्ठे करने पड़ेंगे. They trade natural gas long, natural gas. $5 ऊपर हो जाए $50,000 आ जाता है. $5, but you have to have like again deep pockets होनी चाहिए ना, कि if it goes against you, you can hold, right? So again, it all depends on your style. I have people who want to make $20 a day because they live in Indonesia and $20 is beautiful for them. They're like, यार हमें इतना बना दो कि आपके $300 पूरे हो जाए, कोई थोड़ी बहुत घर का गुजारा हो जाए और 20-25 बन जाए. ये भी टारगेट है लोगों का. And then I have people who use this chart. and I'll show you. This is the 1440 chart. This is for those people with deeper pockets. Every time the price goes outside of this bar, they'll do a short. Simple. They don't look at anything else. इसके करीब पहुंच जाएगी, they'll do a long. So right here, imagine if you had done a long here, outside of these bands, right? Outside of the magic bands. If you picked it up just one lot of S&P 500, just one, छोड़ दिया, खुला छोड़ दिया, right? By now, 41.22 to 43, almost 44, it went to 22, 300 points. You know, from October 25th, that's a $15,000 push with one lot. That's it. So I don't expect this for everybody, meaning that I have people, again, your target is $20 a day, I'll help you make $20 a day. Your target is, I have bigger pocket, I can trade and hold. Every time band से बाहर चली जाए या करीब आ जाए, यहाँ से buy कर दो, band से ऊपर चली जाए, sell कर दो. So they will look at in this trade. Futures work in a contract, so contract is going to expire in December. So if October 24th, somebody did a long, this is November 6th, 2 weeks, you're up $15,000. You don't have to sit there $1,000. And imagine these people who are playing this kind of game, they don't have one lot money. They have 4 or 5 lot money. Like say they have $50,000 to hold negative, 2 lot उठा लेंगे, 30,000 done है यार 2 हफ्ते में, उनको और क्या चाहिए, right? So you want to sit in front of it for 90 minutes, but here's the deal. None of these guys got there before doing the step 1. Start वही से, start with intraday, start 20, understand the system. And when you have a big enough capital, you're like, man, मैं travel करता हूँ, man, आपकी बात करेंगे, यार मैं सिर्फ crude oil से खेलता हूँ, उनमें ego आ जाता है, उनमें envy आ जाता है, यार ये बकवास काम है, और भाई यहाँ से start करोगे तो वहाँ पहुँचोगे ना, उसके लिए, right? So you should be able to pinpoint. For example, somebody says, यार यहाँ से Tesla ले लो, वो भाई क्यों ले लूँ जब तक मुझे एक्सरे में से नहीं गुजारूंगा. So you can, by the way, any stock, you can just change the symbol up there, right? It will do Tesla, Apple, Google, natural gas, 268 markets this software will do. And you say, okay, कोई आपको कह देना यार XRP ले लो, वो भाई क्यों ले लें, पहले मैं देख तो लूँ कहाँ पर पड़ी है. So what I'm trying to say is, understand the basics, how it works, and then when you have money, you're like, it seems like a good investment, I'll do a long here, or I'll do a short, whatever, right? So
It works on crypto also.
100%, 100%. We don't promote crypto. The reason is, over there where I am, US and Canada, crypto is not looked as a very good investment for a retail investor. Everybody looks whatever Israel is doing. Simple. And simple as that, right? And biggest investor of S&P 500 is Israel, right? So we have to see where Israel is going. Simple. I'm after the money, right? Right? They are investing, pumping billions of dollars into S&P 500. So I'm gonna go with the big guy. I don't care like what so most traded index is S&P 500. Then the next fastest index is Nasdaq. You can do Russell, you can do Dow Jones, but we teach you the whole system in S&P. Because once you learn S&P, you can trade gold. I have people, they're like, oh yaar, ye S&P में ऐसी products हैं, ये हैं, gold कर लो यार. It moves the same way, right? You pick a gold, look at the chart, it will do the same. You can do crude oil, natural gas, doesn't matter, right? And to answer one again question, people say this is speculation, haram है. एक बड़ा valid question है. I'll tell you. In Toronto, last 3 years, this market is called speculation. So the word speculation comes from 2 things. That, look, it is gone. I didn't maybe pick it up, minus $28, no problem. So one thing is, you cannot leave it unattended. Still, where is my... it didn't come, like 99.98, no problem. I'll do it in a different account. Look at this. I'll pick it.
The right time.
So,
So ये सर आपने इसको सेल कर दिया, ये कितने पॉइंट्स अब नीचे आएगा once it is?
देखिए 50 पॉइंट है तो मुझे 10 पॉइंट तो दे जाएगा, वो वाला ब्रेक इवन पे निकल आएगा तो 10 पॉइंट तो उस पॉइंट से आ जाएगा. अभी भी यहाँ मैंने 5 का ही प्रॉफिट रखा है.
1 point means?
1 mean $1 full, right? So 4 ticks is 1 point. Okay, you have to look at a gold moves in decimals. Like यानी कि $1 जो गोल्ड का है ना उसमें 100 सेंट है. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Nasdaq moves quarter, यानी एक quarter. 25 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, 75 and 1. So gold moves with 1/100th of a cent. Then you have Nasdaq that moves 1 point is 4 ticks. So this is all गोल्ड कहेगा ना कि एक पॉइंट में कितने टिक्स हैं तो वो आपको बता दे. तो ये एक वैल्यू $2 की है. 4 ticks is $2.
This was mentioned in first video, I guess, from Daniel.
Yeah. It's lecture 1 में है.
And all those.
Yeah.
सर अभी आपने पुराना अकाउंट का जो ट्रांजेक्शन था वो कैंसिल करके
नहीं, मेरा दूसरा चल रहा है पीछे.
अच्छा
वो चल रहा है. So ये देखें, ये 4 है. अगेन सेम आइडिया लगाऊंगा कि भाई 8 टिक्स पे मुझे बाय कर देना एंड आप जितने मर्जी अकाउंट इकट्ठे
ये
कर.
आपने रेप्लिकेट नहीं किया?
अभी रेप्लिकेट नहीं किया. लाइक पूरे आप कर सकते हो एक एक भी कि 5 इकट्ठे कर दो ग्रुप, इस 5 को इकट्ठे कर दो, नो प्रॉब्लम.
सर ये मैनुअली क्लोज करना पड़ेगा ऑटो?
नहीं, ये मैंने ATM लगाई है. सो यू विल हिट 8 ticks and close it because when Nasdaq is so fast you don't have the reaction time to go and close it. So for that'll show my performance right now on. So if you want to see what your positions are, just click instruments right here and click on positions. So that'll show you my one account 03 as $1.50 profit, second account $2, and third account is negative $21, right? So
What is trigger lines?
हाँ जी. See, okay, all of those are important. Like for example, let's see. Let me minimize this. Right here. See, trigger lines are one chapter in our course that the idea is that if they're opening up, it means it has more room to go up, right? So you don't have to follow it. It all depends on how much you want to analyze. Out of 15, I look at 2 or 3 personally. I look at overbought, oversold, number 1. I look at diversion, it's a different one. Number 3, I am constantly following the midline to see what my exit entry would be. And number 4, I look at the area. So the area in the morning that comes with super areas, we can look at.
So is there a possibility to have the previous days areas?
Yes, yeah, no, I have areas for last 12 years, I can send you.
Please.
Yeah.
While doing the simulation, it's very difficult to know what is your
No
area.
problem. I will ask my developer to load it on a website. I have last 12 years of areas. Precisely you can go back and test it. No problem.
तो ये जो रेड बॉक्स और येलो बॉक्स होती है,
Yes.
ये किस चीज़ को डिपेंड करती है?
Okay. When the price is heading up, if you see these boxes, that means sell orders are setting there. So they will come when the background is green. Meaning computer knows that there is a lot of sell orders are sitting. So generally when the boxes come, price will go inside and inside those boxes and capture the orders. So if you see the background is your green, you will see mostly red and yellow. Other way you will see green and blue. So if the boxes are bigger and stronger, price will go inside it. So you can, if you're sitting right here, right, and these boxes appear, chances are price will go inside.
if sometimes the boxes are coming above and below also.
That's fine. So, but no, it can only come in one direction. So in a 30-20, they're stronger more, right? Yeah. So I would follow that. Or
Apex after 15 days they pay out, they reset the same amount.
the same account. So your balance goes down, and then you build it up again. You withdraw, build it up again, withdraw.
सर आप कैंडल इसको फॉलो नहीं करते कैंडल
ये कैंडल में है, क्यों कैंडल पता क्या है, कैंडल में आपका प्रॉफिट बड़ा कम है कि देखें ये बड़ा स्लोली मूव होती है एंड सम टाइम इफ योर कैंडल कम्स यू आर वेटिंग इफ यू आर आफ्टर लाइक $5-10 yeah it's okay you can take quickly but for me faster is my Nasdaq. I look at this number 99.5 I will sell make my 8 ticks and get out. So
एक डे में let's say we are trading in Nasdaq तो हमें कितनी ट्रेड मिल जाएंगी अगर हम सिर्फ ओवरबॉट ओवरसोल्ड पर ही
100 से ज़्यादा 100 से ज़्यादा
दैट्स इनफ फॉर अस अगर
हाँ मैं 5 बहुत है यार 5 ट्रेड $5 की भी हो 50 के साथ रेप्लिकेटर लगाया हो $500 बन जाता है.
हाउ कैन वी पुट दैट एटीएम इस तरह से लगाया ताकि
ये देखिए go here custom it tells you what your stop loss should be what your profit should be and number of ticks. इसको बात यह है कि इसमें फ़ायदा ये है हर चीज़ आप ना टेस्ट कर लें सिमुलेशन में कोई चीज़ समझ ना आ रही हो ना सिमुलेशन में रियल पैसे तो नहीं है ना ऐसा जब यहाँ सिम लिखा हो right it's fake money just to test if my simulation works so put like 4 ticks and see आपका रिजल्ट क्या आता है right so बहुत आसान है अपना अगर कोई चीज़ टेस्ट करनी है ना so do it in simulation just change it to sim 101.
सर 8 टिक्स कितने हैं?
8 ticks would be 4 ticks is $2 so 8 ticks is $4 or Nasdaq or $40 so 20 or 40.
Ratio is the same for all the markets.
100%. No. So, but you have to look at in a different sense that, for example, I'll show you gold here. So let's look at gold market, GC.
Normally ये 8 टिक्स ही मूव होती है ज़्यादा
नहीं मैं Nasdaq में एक लेता हूँ 8 ticks तो क्योंकि तेज बहुत है ना तो मतलब मैंने अगर 4 टिक्स पे लिए $20 लेके बाहर आ गया और नीचे से 20 ले लिए ऊपर से 20 करते करते 100 इकट्ठे कर लिए 60 ट्रेड रेप्लिकेटर लगाया तो मेरा 2000 हो गया. तो अगर आप ना भी कहो फिर आप ज़्यादा टिक्स ले लो कोई मसला नहीं आप 8 टिक्स की जगह 12 टिक्स ले लो प्रॉफिट डिपेंड करता है. मैं सिर्फ ये कहता हूँ वी डू समथिंग कॉल्ड हिट एंड रन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज गोल्ड मार्केट राइट नाउ. Gold futures 1952.3 right now. In my opinion, it's expected low. इसको ऊपर जाना चाहिए, right? इसको at least 2000 तक जाना चाहिए. इस वक्त काफी डिप हुई है market, right? So, but if I was to do a sell order here, that would be my entry point, right? On a gold, on a short, कि 1953.8 आ गया, sell it. And right now, if I was to buy it, I would enter at 1950. अगर प्राइस 1950 आई तो मैं यहाँ से बाय कर लूँगा और अगेन $100 $50 देख के ट्रेड क्लोज करके बाहर आ जाऊँगा.
यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट
Trend trade 100%. So trend trade you take it from the midline right here.
midline the green one.
Green line. So either if the background color is magenta, trend line would be your magenta. Yeah.
The beginners, what do you recommend? Just follow the trend line?
Trend. My whole trend, candle, gap, diversion, overbought, like everybody has a favorite. For me, my favorite is diversion. Because diversion confirm trade है कि मेरे पैसे बन जाएंगे. मैं आपको कल का ट्रेड बताता हूँ जब मैंने पैसे कमाए ज़्यादा इस ट्रेड में. S&P 500 कल मार्केट खुली थी और ये कल का चार्ट है जी. Right here. हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर आपके लिए लाइन भी खींच देगा. Right? So right here I entered. Right here. And I look at this line was 18 points. 18 पंजे $50 का एक पॉइंट है. I took $100 here out of this. अब यहाँ इसके बाद प्राइस कंप्यूटर से बाहर ही आ जाए, आई डोंट केयर. लाइक मैंने अपना टारगेट सेट किया भाई 2 पॉइंट के बाद मैंने बाहर आ जाना है, राइट? सो डाइवर्जन मीन्स, बाय द वे, टू एक्सप्लेन फॉर दोज हु ऑलरेडी, look at this number 4410, right? Look at this number 4413. 13 is higher, mathematically 13 is higher, 10 is lower, right? प्राइस ऊपर गई. Look at the strength. अगर 10 वाला नंबर ये है, राइट, तो 13 वाला नंबर ऊपर होना चाहिए, टेक्निकली ऊपर है. सो प्राइस एक्शन वेंट अप but your RSI didn't go up. So that's what we call the diversion, right? So when the price is out, but it's not in sync, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, like यहाँ देखते ही ना हमें नजर आ गया था भाई पैसे बनने वाले हैं, डाइवर्जन बन गई है, we're gonna jump in and we're gonna make our money. So I took the major amount of profit yesterday right here. So क्योंकि हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर पहले ही बता देगा आपको कि भाई डाइवर्जन लग गई है, पर कंफर्म कहाँ होगी जब ये ट्रेंड चेंज होगा. सो डोंट एंटर इट एनीवेयर हियर, यू हैव टू एंटर व्हेन द ट्रेंड चेंजेस इन दैट डायरेक्शन, अदरवाइज तो डाइवर्जन कंफर्म होगी ना. क्योंकि देखिए, सॉरी,
पहले आएगी कंफर्म.
देखिए डाइवर्जन हम कहते हैं डाइवर्जन फॉर्म हो गई है, कंफर्म नहीं हुई. सो कंफर्मेशन हैपेंस व्हेन द ट्रेंड चेंजेस. सो
ट्रेंड के हिसाब से उसका बैकग्राउंड भी चेंज हो जाता है.
यस एग्जैक्टली, but देखिए हमारा ट्रेंड फौरन ही बैकग्राउंड कर देता है चेंज. सो इवन इफ यू हिट अ मार्केट ऑर्डर राइट नाउ, it was free falling yesterday, 5 2 3 4, most of my traders were done yesterday. So diversion on an average diversion is 14 points.
Suppose we kept it.
Oh, that's right. No problem. Trail करें.
Kept down.
Yeah.
Now you see there is a rise.
Yeah, but you have to make sure कि राइज कितना है, फिर आपने अगला ट्रेड पकड़ना है. अगर आप डाइवर्जन कर रहे हो तो अगली डाइवर्जन का वेट करो, राइट? तो
Sir, the blues are greens in our case. Sorry, the greens are blues in our case. The blue one.
okay, see, every software has two colors, green to go up, red to go down. We have 4 colors. Red kind of shows going down. You won't see a red in this side, right? You will see green, but you will also see yellow and blue. Yellow and blue show the speed, how fast the strength and momentum is, right? They're okay for something, but I don't follow them so much. But if it's red के बाद yellow आने start हो जाए ना, तो आपको पता है कि push बड़ी लंबी लगनी है, right?
So the next diversion is soon after.
No diversion here. Look, everything is matching. So next trade you could have taken is an oversold trade. But these two lines has to pinch. In this case, I want right here. So you see, in your case, यहाँ पर आई है ना, तो आप buy कर लो. जब ऊपर वाली नीचे वाली 2 लाइनें पिंच हो जाएं तो बाय डाल दो, ऊपर वाली 2 लाइनें पिंच हो जाए तो सेल डाल दो. Just let them pinch very strong together.
कुछ बार्स का कलर ग्रीन भी होता है while buying.
Which way? See, this is a diversion, by the way, to the upside. Here is a diversion right here. So if you look at this number 4358, next number is 57. In a case, 58 is right here, 57 is right here. So 57 technically नीचे होना चाहिए. So computer says, hey, there is a trend may change, may. It went up, it tested midline, it didn't break. So diversion fail हो गई, चली नहीं.
And all these lines, all these lines are like basically support and resistance.
Yeah, at different levels, Fibonacci levels and all the, right? So again, what we did is, don't analyze anything.
Yeah, can you just continue after that?
ये live है, ये live आ गया. So
अच्छा नहीं ये जो आप explain कर रहे थे ना, so later what happened?
see, later what happened was we knew the diversion to the upside should come, but didn't come. So I again, until this midband or background color change to green, I don't enter. I'm not, because otherwise you will have a loss here, right? Because if you went long here, you would have a loss here. Oh, man. 1 second, guys. Sorry guys. See, it fell down. Most likely all my orders got filled in. Yeah, so all three hit my target and I'm out of the trade, right? So कितना ऊपर से वहाँ से fall किया है? At least 9 points, right? So 49 points ऊपर गई, 9 point वापस आ गई. मैंने कितने लेने थे यार? 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, right? और अगर मैं उसको ATM गूगल कर लें, हाउ टू सेट अप ATM और निंजा, यू कैन ट्रेल इट, ऑटो ट्रेल कर लें यार. मैं तो सिर्फ वो कहता हूँ, एग्जांपल दिखाता हूँ यार. इतनी बड़ी यूनिवर्स है दैट यू कैन like really like if you know how to trail. See, I only took at this point 2 points. You can take 2, 3, 4, go back. फिर अभी ये सो आपके केस में आप सिर्फ प्रैक्टिस करें शुरू में माइक्रो नैस्डैक माइक्रो 99.5 एंड 0.5 और एटीएम के साथ है,
वहाँ से मैं इसको सेल आउट.
लेकिन रिएक्शन टाइम बहुत तेज है. सो अभी देखिएगा इन एग्जैक्टली 1.5 आवर यू शुड सी हाउ दिस क्रेजी मनी मेकिंग. पता क्या यार, ये कई दफ़ा कहते हैं कि आपके पास, यहाँ पर तो इससे दुबई की एग्जांपल देता, देयर इज सफारी जाते हैं ना, अगर इमेजिन करें एवरी सैंड ग्रेन जो है ना $1 है, ठीक है, और आपके पास एक वैक्यूम है, कितना उठा लोगे? सिर्फ ये बता दें, कितनी बोरियां भर लोगे? इतना पैसा इसमें मूव हो रहा है. सीरियसली मैं लाइक दुनिया में ड्रग से ज़्यादा पैसा इसमें, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. ड्रग डीलर्स भी पैसा वाइट इसमें करते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें इतना आसान, एक दफ़ा समझ आ जाए ना इस गेम की, इससे खूबसूरत कोई काम नहीं है. लेकिन अगर इसकी आदत पड़ जाए, इसकी एडिक्शन हो जाए, डिसिप्लिन है, तो फिर आप दूसरी साइड में बड़ी जल्दी स्लिप हो सकते हो, राइट.
डिसिप्लिन वर्ड आप यूज कर रही है, थोड़ा सा मुझे बताएं इसमें आप कौन सी बात कर रहे हैं.
यार देखिए, व्हाट इज डिसिप्लिन? व्हाट डिसिप्लिन इज, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू एंटर बिफोर 99.5. जो बंदा कहता है यार अब यहाँ से आ जाएगी, अब आ जाएगी, क्या पता वो 94 से वापस आ जाए. आपका एक डिसिप्लिन है कि until it hits 99.5 I'm not going to sell or buy or 0.5. So that's a discipline. Discipline is a target. कि यार यहाँ से मैंने $5 लेनी है, मैंने दिन में 100 के बाद उड़ जाना है, मैंने हफ्ते में महीने. तो डिसिप्लिन इज द ओनली थिंग दैट कीप्स इट हलाल मैन. सिंपल इज दैट. ऑनेस्टली बताऊं
सर, ये और 1.5
या
तो मैं डायरेक्टली सेल ऑर्डर प्लेस करूं विदाउट बॉदरिंग विद
कुछ भी ना देखें, एक ट्रेड देखें ना. कुछ लोग सिर्फ ओवरबॉट ओवरसोल्ड कर रहे हैं RSI, कुछ लोग सिर्फ डाइवर्जन का वेट करते हैं, कुछ लोग ट्रेड चला रहे हैं. $100. मेरा ट्रेंड ट्रेड 10 ट्रेड डालेंगे ना 8 से ही निकलेंगे. और मैं आपको ये भी बता सकता हूं कि कौन सा 2 ट्रेड नहीं डालने ट्रेंड में. ट्रेंड ट्रेड में एक रूल है, अगर आपकी स्विंग एक तरफ चली गई है ना, लेट्स से एक ही तरफ 25 पॉइंट चढ़ गई, वो मिड लाइन पे नहीं आई बगैर टच किया. फॉर एग्जांपल यहां से यहां तक 17 पॉइंट्स चढ़ गई है, सिंपल, ठीक है यार. चांसेस आर कि वो वापस 10 पॉइंट की रिट्रेस करे, शायद 60% है, राइट. सो विद ए ट्रेंड ट्रेड विद एक्सपीरियंस यू विल लर्न विच ट्रेंड ट्रेड नॉट टू टेक. कि अगर स्विंग इतनी बड़ी चली गई है, सो द कम पुल बैक वो तोड़ देगी ना, वापस आ जाएगी. सो आई एम नॉट गोना एंटर हियर. सो एज लॉन्ग एज आई ट्राई टू सी इफ इट्स बिलो 12, 11 कि यार ठीक है अब ये वापस आ रही है, रिट्रेस ले रही है ऊपर जाने के लिए, नो प्रॉब्लम. ग्रीन दैट्स द रूल. सो आई विल एंटर 43.66. One thing we tell everybody in our class, every single thing is recorded online on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, so, or you can ask me daily. I don't have a problem. I speak from 9:30 till 2 o'clock, except Friday I go home at 1. So constantly you can ask me over and over and over and over same topic. I won't get tired because I'm after your subscription, right? So वो कोई मसला नहीं है. आप 100 दफ़े पूछेंगे सेम क्वेश्चन में 100 दफ़ा आंसर करूँगा.
Auto sell, auto buy limit is there.
कर सकते हैं. ATM ऑटो में ऑटो बाई सेल नहीं है, ऑटो क्लोज है. मीनिंग कि आपको कहीं ना कहीं ऑर्डर लगा, आप लिमिट ऑर्डर लगा सकते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं कहता हूँ यार इस प्राइस पे मैं ऑर्डर लगा देता हूँ.
No, all this night.
नहीं, you can't predict that because what happens is there is no indicator that shows exactly precisely. So we know from 100 it has to bounce back, but there is nothing that you can say that hey you have to hit a market value and exit.
So looking at this, trade on the values.
Yes.
सर अगर हम ट्रेंड लाइन के ऊपर के बेस पर जो है वो ट्रेड करना चाहते हैं, सो हम ये वाला टाइम फ्रेम फॉलो करें या वाला?
Okay, RSI works best. Relative Strength Index is 30-20. ये ऊपर लिखा है 30-20. ये लिखा है 30-20. ये इसका आधा है. 15 ticks. 15 times 2 is 30. 10 times 2 is 20. So 15-10 is half of 30-20. It's the same chart, just divided by 2. So इसका एक बार $250 का, इसका एक बार $125 का. So this is happening. Even I have a smaller chart, but it will confuse you. We don't give it to anybody by default. You can make it yourself. So इससे भी छोटा है. So this is good enough for trend trade and kind of see which direction you're taking. Small. This is trend trade. So 15-10 is trend trade.
If you are following RSI
30-20.
30-20 will be okay.
Yeah, 30-20. RSI for gold, natural gas, crude oil. यहाँ 100 पॉइंट की सेल डाल दो यार. मेरे वहाँ पर अगर आप मेरी टिकटॉक की चौथी वीडियो देखोगे, यू अंडरस्टैंड उर्दू राइट? आई होप ओके ठीक है. मैं सो चौथी वीडियो देखेंगे. आई हैव 6 मॉनिटर्स. आई हैव a Nasdaq sitting, I have S&P, I have Russell, and I have gold. 4 markets, open, live, trading, no problem, right? So, and we are a team of 7 individuals, so it's not me. Like in the morning, like the real human, like, machine behind this, his name is Daniel, Mohammed Daniel Maqsood Khan, and he's born and raised there too, and he's the brains behind it. I just do the presentation, the software development type, right? The mathematically, उनके lecture सुनेंगे. When you send a message, there is an assistant that can help you with charts, somebody who can help you with Apex, somebody who can help you with brokers, somebody, यार मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही, right? So no problem. Like it's a teamwork, and what we are looking for eventually. अभी हमारे पास यूके में 3 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं. A call from UK comes, we say okay यार हारून भाई से बात कर लो, गोहर भाई से बात कर लो, वहाँ पर एक नासिर भाई उनसे बात कर लो. कनाडा में मैं खुद हूँ, टोरंटो में, कैलगरी में मेरा कज़न है, एडमिंटन में दोस्त है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है, पाकिस्तान में तो अभी नहीं है, इंडिया में है. Same here. Any of you get qualified enough and you understand, मुझे UAE से कॉल आएगी, मैं आपकी तरफ भेज दूंगा. भाई, there is money to be made there too. There is a reference business too, right? So it's not something but you have to, like कोई आए आपके पास मेरे सारे आंसर तो हों कि यार एपेक्स क्या होता है, सॉफ्टवेयर कैसे चलता है. इतनी बड़ी दुनिया है कि एक बंदा फतह नहीं कर सकता. जितने हम ज़्यादा बंदे आउट देयर कर देंगे. सो देयर इज ए अपॉर्चुनिटी हियर फॉर यू गाइस टू लीड एज वेल, राइट? एंड अगेन एक बंदा नहीं, यूएई में 50 बंदे भी हो जाए, इतने हमें डिमांड आती है. जिस तरह आप लोगों ने मेरा पूछा कि यार कोई बंदा है बता दो जिसके पास हम लोकल बैठ जाएं. यार इमेजिन करो आप ही बन जाओ. मुझे कॉल आती है, मैं कहता यार हुसैन भाई के पास चले जाएं, अली भाई के पास चले जाएं, ये आपको समझा देंगे, राइट? सो आपको हमारी सपोर्ट मिलेगी सारी, राइट? कि ये नहीं है कि हम आपको सपोर्ट, बट द आइडिया इज गेट गुड इनफ कि कोई आपसे पूछे यार मुझे अपना फंडेड अकाउंट ही दिखा दो, राइट? सो एवरीबडी वांट्स टू आस्क दीज काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट? सो ये है.
सर एक वीकडेज का एग्जांपल दिखा दें प्लीज.
अच्छा, अभी अगर ट्रेंड ट्रेड आता है ना, सो 19 पॉइंट गई है, मैं अभी इसमें ट्रेंड ट्रेड नहीं लूंगा क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी स्विंग आ गई है कि ये इस मिड लाइन को तोड़ सकती है. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टेक दैट ट्रेंड ट्रेड. लेट्स लुक एट 810.
ट्रेंड पे भी आपको वहां से लेना है जहाँ
नहीं, यहाँ से लेना. कंप्यूटर प्रिसाइसली बता देता है कि अगर लॉन्ग जाना है किस पोजीशन से जाना है. तो ये बता रहा है. सो इफ आई ब्रिंग माई माउस अराउंड हियर,
What is the indicator for that?
right here, it's a midline. So if I would go, computer says if you want to go long here, you should go long from 43.68. वेट करें ना 43, अभी प्राइस ऊपर है. राइट. सो ट्रेंड ट्रेड में आपने ट्रेंड मिडिल में आता है ना, तो हाँ बैलेंस है ना, जिस म्यानर रवि के दरमियान से वर्ड. हाँ ये मिडलाइन है. ये साथ साथ डायनामिकली चेंज हो रही है ना आपके.
ये टेस्ट पर्पस के लिए आती है सर.
Yeah. So it becomes support and resistance, right? So either it will test this and bounce back up, or it will go back. On a trend trade, we tell everybody put a 3-point stop loss. You have to put a stop loss in a trend trade because अगर यहाँ आपने stop loss नहीं लगाया, so what I will do is let's do a trend trade. So right here, I would say I will turn my chart trader on. So you can trade within the chart. That's a bit of a benefit. So I will say right here is my buy order 43.67. ठीक है. मैं कहूँगा यार यहाँ पर ना मुझे 64 पे मेरा स्टॉप मार्केट कर दो. Done. My trend trade is done. So what I'm saying is if you're coming down, pick me from 43.67. If the price comes to 43.64, close my trade because I don't know कि अगर गिरी तो कितनी गिर जाएगी, right? So, but from my experience, I know that this swing is too big. इधर retrace ड्यू हो गई है. ये देखें कितना 90% overbought हो गई है. So when this will break, this will automatically break, right? So this midline is no longer my support anymore, right? So with experience आपको कहोगे यार राफे भाई ने तो कहा था हर मिडलाइन में घुस जाओ. ओ भाई घुसे, no problem. 8 out of 10 will work. Let's look at what has happened yesterday. Just looking from the trend trade because it's 15:10, right? Okay. Market went down 13 points, right? Went back up. अगर अब यहाँ से sell करना था, came down. Sell करना था, came down. So first midband valid, second midband valid. You're done. $200 अब, क्योंकि हम कहते हैं यहाँ पर 2 पॉइंट लिया करो हर midband से. 2 points. आपके $200 खत्म हो गए, डन हो गए. उसके बाद पीछे आए ट्रेंड ट्रेड. लेट्स से यस्टरडे, पीछे चले जाते हैं. लुक एट द डाइवर्जन. यस्टरडे ये पता कब हुआ है काम? जब उसकी पावल की स्पीच थी 2 बजे. वो सेनेटर में सी स्पैन में बैठा है, जो फर्ड की स्पीच का मैंने देखा था ना, वहां पर प्रोटेस्ट शुरू हो गया था. ये इकोनॉमी इतनी यूएस की बेड़ा गर्क हुई है, हाईली इन्फ्लेटेड है. यूएस विल गो इनटू ए क्राइसिस मोड एनी टाइम, मीनिंग के सब कुछ फेक खड़ा है. सिर्फ 4 कंपनियां यूएस इकोनॉमी चला रही हैं. आपकी माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, गूगल, जितनी टेक भी 4-5 कंपनियां हैं. Everything else is banks are garbage, interest rate is garbage, trucking industry is garbage. क्योंकि इस वक्त ना जितनी इकोनॉमी यूएस की खड़ी है फेक खड़ी है. Because they're gonna keep it up until the elections and they're gonna keep it up. क्रिसमस के बाद ये गिराएंगे जो भी है. They could come down to 3,500 by the way. But ये हम उन लोगों के लिए बात करते हैं जो बड़े लंबे एनालिसिस करते हैं. डे ट्रेडिंग में आई डोंट केयर. हम दुआ कर रहे होते हैं डे ट्रेडर कि यार मार्केट गिर जाए. पता क्यों? मार्केट फॉल्स 5 times फास्टर, राइट? जो पैनिक आता है ना, और आप शॉर्ट पोजीशन में हो. मैंने यहाँ से शॉर्ट किए हुए थे कुछ, और बड़ा जबरदस्त, क्योंकि हर कोई डर रहा है कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया. पैनिक सेल्स, राइट? तो अगर आप शॉर्ट पोजीशन में, अगर आप देखोगे हमेशा ना नुकसान जल्दी हो जाता है, ग्रोथ स्लो होती है. यहाँ पर कल 2 बजे प्रोटेस्टर घुस गए उसकी, और उसकी स्पीच को इंटरप्ट कर दिया. Look, from 43.83 it went to 20 points, right? 12 years ago if S&P moved 20 points, oh my God, हमारे लग रहा था कि यार दुनिया खत्म हो गई है. आज एक दिन में 70 पॉइंट्स मूव हो जाती है एक डायरेक्शन में. उसका फायदा क्या है? आज हम ना दुनिया की बेस्ट टाइम में है ट्रेडिंग के। पहले ये था पैसा कमाना बड़ा मुश्किल था यार, आप ना बैठे हो 2 पॉइंट चल रही है यार, आप एक अच्छा ट्रेड ले लो ना तो हजारों डॉलर बन जाते हैं एक ही क्लिक में, क्योंकि बहुत सारे इमेच्योर ट्रेडर आ रहे हैं। A lot of guys who have zero experience, they have a little bit of money, यार ट्रेडिंग एक तो सिखाने वाले भी बहुत आ गए और हाँ और सीखने वाले भी बहुत आ गए, तो वॉल्यूम ग्रो हो गया ना, सो हमें बड़ा फायदा है। For us who wanna be the top 2%, we just go with analysis कि यार देखो oversold, overbought, oversold, diversion trade. I can look at it. 90 days के बाद आप सिर्फ चार्ट देखोगे, आपको यार यहाँ से एंटर होना, यहाँ से नहीं होना, सिर्फ आप डेडिकेशन थोड़ी सी लगाओ, सो एंड बहुत आसान है यार।
ऑल्सो इन द वीडियो वो जो ग्रीन डॉट्स जैसा स्टार्ट होते हैं,
हाँ आप बाय कर सकते हो, या नो प्रॉब्लम। And you just pick if especially if the line is outside as the out ये Bollinger Band तोड़ गई है ना, so मैंने कहा ना यार आप हर चीज इतना मुफ्त का पैसा पड़ा हुआ है बाहर कि आप सिर्फ जाओ, ग्रीड ना करो, डिसिप्लिन करो और एक अच्छा ट्रेड मार लो ना तो $1000-2000 डेली मजाक है। मैं अभी किसी के चैलेंज के लिए वेट कर रहा हूँ कि मैंने 3 लाख वाले अकाउंट उठाने हैं यार, मैं आपको करके दिखाऊंगा 100,000 पर मंथ, कोई मसला नहीं है।
आपकी फ्लाइट चैलेंज।
नो प्रॉब्लम। जी जी।
What if the discount for अभी एपिक्स के चल रहा है, हमने
यार देखो मैक्सिमम I've seen is 50% off, right? So like they normally have 50% off, 70% off, 90% off, right? So then they run this promotion. If it goes to regular, it's still 150 cheaper to then put your own money, right?
But the next month अगर डिस्काउंट पे हमने 10 अकाउंट लिए, नेक्स्ट मंथ वो तो डिस्काउंट होने चाहिए।
नहीं आपकी प्राइस वही रहती है, वही रहेगी, लेकिन देखें 90% में जो मैंने देखा है कि आपकी स्टार्टिंग प्राइस $15 होती है, लेकिन एक और बात है यार, आप कोशिश करके एक ही मंथ में उसको पास करो यार, रेदर देन कि उसको आप ड्रैग करो, क्योंकि फिर आपको फिर $30 का उसका जुर्माना आ जाएगा ना।
कोई बिगनर अगर स्टार्ट करते हैं क्या स्टेप्स लेने हैं
इसके बेसिकली नो प्रॉब्लम। देखिए आपने मुझे मैसेज करना है व्हाट्सएप, ठीक है, हमारे व्हाट्सएप 4 इंडिविजुअल्स पढ़ सकते हैं, ठीक है, वहाँ पर आपको एक प्री कंपोज मैसेज आएगा, थैंक यू फॉर कॉन्टैक्टिंग लिमिटलेस। हमारी 2 वीडियोज़ हैं यूट्यूब की 5 मिनट की, वो बताता है भाई सुपर एरियाज पे कैसे साइन अप करना है, दूसरी वीडियो बताएगी निंजा कैसे डाउनलोड करना है। हमने इतना बेसिक कर दिया है, एज लॉन्ग एज आपके पास विंडोज़ है, एज लॉन्ग एज 16 गिग की रैम है, ये आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट है, क्योंकि सॉफ्टवेयर बनना स्लो हो जाता है, सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल कर लें, फिर हम आपको 14 दिन की मुफ्त ट्रायल देते हैं, बिल्कुल ज़ीरो, कोई कॉस्ट, कोई रुपया नहीं लेना आपसे। आपको हम 12 घंटे की वीडियोस देंगे एंड देन यू विल स्टार्ट टू लर्न इट। कोई क्वेश्चन हो आप डेली मेरे साथ लाइव स्ट्रीम आ जाओ, मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर लो, मैं हूँ, सैम है, गुरदीप है, जकी है, अशर है, टीम ऑफ 8 or 9 people। वी देन हैव 1-on-1 कोचिंग। कोई क्वेश्चन है ना, आई एम हियर फॉर यू, बिकॉज यार आपकी सब्सक्रिप्शन से हमारा एक्स्ट्रा रेवेन्यू आता है, राइट?
The videos are all about the software.
It's all about the software, right? 100%। एंड मैं आपके साथ लाइव एग्जाम्पल में बैठूंगा, कि लाइव ट्रेड में बैठूंगा, ये नहीं है कि आपको उंगली पकड़ के ट्रेड करा दूंगा, लेकिन आइडिया ये कि हम लोग ये सोच रहे थे, सॉरी इफ आई कैन ग्रैब दिस वाटर, सॉरी एक सेकंड। इंटरनेट पे ना बहुत इन्फ्लुएंसर बैठा है एंड दे आर डूइंग ए फैंटास्टिक जॉब। हमारे नज़दीक ना कोई एक भी बंदा कंप्लीट जॉब नहीं दे रहा, कोई बैठा वाली सिग्नल दे रहा है, कोई का पैकेज दे रहा है, कोई सॉफ्टवेयर दे रहा है, कोई ब्रोकर का बता रहा है, कोई ना एक पूरे सोल्यूशन नहीं दे रहा। हमारे पास क्वेश्चन आ रहे थे यार कहाँ से स्टार्ट करें, कैसे करें, हमने कहा यार इतना वैक्यूम खाली है कि ये पूरी इंडस्ट्री हम टेक ओवर भी करें तो हमारे लिए बहुत है। सो वी देन डिसाइड इन द होल प्लान कि यार इसको लगे 2 साल टू कम आउट विद, बिकॉज हम जो टोरंटो में कर रहे हैं, मैं बता रहा था हम 12 साल से हैं, हमारा रेडियो पे ऐड चलता है, टीवी पे ऐड चलता है। ऐड क्या चलता है, आए ट्रेडिंग सीखें। ये सॉफ्टवेयर हम बेचते हैं $25,000 कनेडियन का, एक पूरा सॉफ्टवेयर। हुआ ये कि 12 साल से हम सही चल रहे हैं, हर वीक की प्रेजेंटेशन है, महीने में 4-5 बिक गए, हम हैप्पी हैं। हम खुद भी इससे ट्रेड करते हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर से भी बना लेते हैं, यूएस में भी करते हैं। यूएस कनाडा हमारी मेन मार्केट थी, so this is Ninja 8.1 by the way. So we did 12 years ago Ninja 5, Ninja 6, Ninja 7. Ninja decided to go to 8.1 and decided something called the cloud-based service. This March they announced it and we said कि यार हमारे पास अब अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि 25,000 वाला कस्टमर कम है. सिंपल सी बात है यार, जिससे 25,000 देखना है ना उसके पास पहले ही $1,00,000 होना चाहिए इस बिजनेस के लिए. बड़ा नेचुरल है. लेकिन इसका ना इंटरेस्ट बहुत है दुनिया में. ये सारे कोई गोल्ड करना चाहता है, कोई ऑलरेडी कर रहा है, कोई क्रिप्टो कर रहा है, कोई किसी को फॉलो कर रहा है. एंड समटाइम इट्स ब्लाइंड लीडिंग द ब्लाइंड. पता ही नहीं है कि आप बेच रहे हैं और वो ग्रुप्स बने हुए हैं, राइट. तो हमने फिर इसको निंजा से कांटेक्ट करके हमने कहा कि यार लेट्स मेक ए लिटिल बिट ऑफ ए सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड सॉफ्टवेयर, राइट. तो हमने पहले आपको 14 दिन मुफ्त दिए, $300 a month. कनाडा में हमारे टैक्सेस होते हैं तो वहाँ पर हम कनेडियन 350 बन जाते हैं, वरना यूएस में 3. एंड यू हैव ऑल दीज सर्विसेज, टीम ऑफ 10 पीपल, लाइव स्ट्रीम, ट्रेडिंग, सॉफ्टवेयर, एरियाज, एवरीथिंग. तो अब जो हमारा क्लाइंटल है ना वो ग्रो बहुत तेजी से हो रहा है. तो हमें चाहिए लोकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स. तो यूके हो गया, कैलगरी हो गया, उसके बाद एडमंटन हो गया. हु कैन, आई वांट टू रेप्लिकेट माई सेल्फ इनटू 1,000 ऑफ मी. कि यार कोई अजमान से कॉल करे ना तो मैं कहूँगा यार इन भाई को कॉल कर लो, इनको सब पता है. और ये ऑनेस्टली कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. मैं पैदा नहीं हुआ था ये सोच के कि मैं ट्रेडिंग से कहूँगा. मैं सॉफ्टवेयर लिखता रहा हूँ वेराइजन के लिए और आईपीटीवी के लिए, काफ़ी हैवी ड्यूटी. सो फाइनेंस की इंडस्ट्री में आए, सॉफ्टवेयर था, मैथ है. और ये कोई भी जीरो हमारे ऑफिस में सेइंग है आपको सांस आती है मैं आपको ट्रेडिंग सिखा दूंगा, कोई ऐसा नहीं है. मेरे फादर 72 हैं, उनको सिर्फ ये 2 लाइनों का पता है कि राफे ने कहा हुआ ये 2 पिंच होना तो यहाँ कर लेना है. उनको नहीं पता ये लाइनें कैसे चलती हैं, उनको नहीं पता ये ट्रिगर लाइनें क्या होती है. मैथ है ना बहुत, उनको पता यार उसने कहा हुआ है कि ये 99 पे आ जाए ना तो यहाँ ऑर्डर डाल दो. अब मैं वो उसके हालांकि रिटायर्ड हैं, घर में बैठ के सिर्फ शौकिया ट्रेड करते हैं, होता है ना. तो वो कहते हैं यार उसने बताया हुआ है कि ये 100 पे आ जाना है तो डाल दो. तो एंड वी फॉर दिस इज 12th ईयर, 12th वर्जन ऑफ दिस. सो पीछे से हम अपडेट करेंगे, आपको लाइफ टाइम कुछ नहीं करना. कोई हमारी टीम बैठी है, इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग वी विल हेल्प यू आउट एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड. एंड में फिर दोबारा रिपीट करता हूँ कि क्योंकि टिकटॉक पे मैं देख नहीं पा रहा, पाकिस्तान के रेजिडेंट्स के लिए मुश्किल है. आईडी यूएई का चाहिए, यूके का चाहिए, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान बैन है ये सारी गेम्स से. उन बेचारों के लिए सिर्फ बाइनेंस रह जाता है, तो वो क्रिप्टो इधर देख लेते हैं और बाइनेंस पे ट्रेड कर देते हैं, या फॉरेक्स कर लेते हैं, ऑक्टा एफएक्स से, एक्सनेस से वो कर लेते हैं. लेकिन इसका जो मेन हमारी मार्केट है ना, S&P, गोल्ड, रसल, डाउ जोन्स, इस तरह है. तो हाँ नहीं बाइनेंस तो चलता है, लेकिन वो फिर क्रिप्टो इनको इधर देखना पड़ता है. एक और सब्सक्रिप्शन लेनी पड़ती है बिटकॉइन को देखने के लिए, बिकॉज दिस विल प्लॉट बिटकॉइन एज वेल. इट विल प्लॉट इथेरियम विद कॉइन बेस, इट विल डू एनी क्रिप्टो. तो ये हमने फिर सॉफ्टवेयर यही सोचा था कि यार ऐसा बनाएं जो यूनिवर्सल हो. इट्स नॉट समथिंग कि यार बंदा कहे खाली S&P पे है, खाली गोल्ड पे है. तो
सेशन में आप कर सकते हैं ऐसे?
कर सकते हैं बिल्कुल, हम बिल्कुल 100%. सिर्फ आपने वो मार्केट डेटा डालना है. अब मेरे पास कैलगरी से हमें एज एन ओंटारियो में हमें अलाउ नहीं है जर्मन मार्केट करना. आयरन बे में कंपनी है वो आपको अलाउ करती है ब्रोकर एफडेक्स की जर्मन कंपनी है, S&P की तरफ मूव होती है. आप एफडेक्स कर लो, मेरा सॉफ्टवेयर प्लॉट कर देगा. एफडेक्स यू पिक समथिंग दैट आई कैन ब्रिंग इट इनटू निंजा, मैं आपको प्लॉट कर दूंगा, राइट. क्योंकि ये सारा कहाँ से आ रहा है, एक्सचेंज से आ रहा है. ये शिकागो मर्केंटाइल एक्सचेंज से डेटा आ रहा है. तो CME कर रही है, न्यूयॉर्क कर रही है, सीबॉट कर रही है, कोबाल्ट कर रही है. तो ये सारा डेटा एक्सचेंज से आता है. एंड वी ऑन 16 गिग की रैम के साथ ना हम आपको प्लॉट कर देते हैं. सो हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर में और बाकी में फ़र्क क्या है, मेजर फ़र्क ये है. जनरली लोग क्या करते हैं, ट्रेडिंग व्यू पे जाते हैं, अपना सिंबल डाल के अपनी एनालिसिस शुरू कर देते हैं. उस सारे में ना आपकी एंट्री मिस हो जाती है, आपको पता नहीं होता मैंने कहाँ. अब भाई यहाँ पर आपको पता है मैंने ओवरबॉट ओवर सोल्ड, ये 92 हो गया है, ये 99 हो गया तो मैंने सेल कर देना है, मैंने कुछ नहीं देखना, इतना प्रिसाइस है, राइट. तो हमने आपके लिए ना एनालिसिस का काम AI को दे दिया. और भाई AI तो पहले ही चल रही थी, हमने उसको कहा भाई 16 गिग की रैम है, iCore 5 है, अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई डोंट नो, अब यहाँ पर AI will बता देता है कि ऑफिस, सो वी सेड व्हाई कैंट वी टेक ट्रेडिंग एंड गिव इट टू AI। तो हमने AI को दे दिया कि यार हमें एनालिसिस कर दो पिछले दिन का, पिछले हफ्ते का, पिछले महीने का, पिछले साल का, एंड दिस इज व्हाट AI डज फॉर यू। इज लाइक इफ कंप्यूटर इज सेइंग इफ आई वर टू बाय, I would buy it from, again 20 पॉइंट की पुश है। अब ये जो मिड बैंड है ना, ये रिस्की हो गया है, यानी कि ये मेरे लिए 60-40 से भी कम चला गया। अब यहाँ पर मैं इस ऑर्डर को करूँगा कैंसिल, क्योंकि मोस्ट लाइकली ये सपोर्ट नहीं बनेगी इसको। अब यहाँ पर कई दफ़ा जो लोग रिस्क लेंगे, मे बी दे मेक 2 पॉइंट्स, मे बी दे डोंट, दे लूज इट। मैं अब ट्रेंड ट्रेड को छोड़ के ओवरबॉट में आ रहा हूँ और मैं अपना एरिया लेट्स सी के 8:30 हो गए होंगे, हमारे कंप्यूटर ने, AI ने ना पूरे दिन के अगले जनरेट कर दिए होंगे। लेट्स गो बैक। एरियाज फॉर फ्राइडे बन गए जी ऑलरेडी, ऑल डायनामिक, एवरीथिंग इज डायनामिक। सो कंप्यूटर इज सेइंग ऑन फ्राइडे to November the 10th right here, S&P has a chance to go as high and ऑटोमेटिकली उसने जनरेट कर दिए सारे सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस के। आपको कुछ भी नहीं प्लान करना यार, कि अगर प्राइस इस वक्त कहाँ पर खुल रही है, 43 मैं देख लेता हूँ, प्राइस इस वक्त चल रही है 43.75। सो आई फील प्राइस R1 में खुल रही है, राइट? तो ऑलरेडी कंप्यूटर क्या कह रहा है कि अगर प्राइस 43.71 से 78
395 से to 400 while बैकग्राउंड का सारा मेजेंटा था, बैंड भी सारे मेजेंटा था।
आपने सिर्फ फॉरेक्स फैक्ट्री पे न्यूज़ देखनी। देखिए सबसे बड़ी चीज़ चैप्टर 1 की हमारी है न्यूज़। ठीक है, ये जो सारी चीज़ें चल रही हैं ना, इट हैज़ एवरीथिंग टू डू विद न्यूज़। न्यूज़ एंड रूमर्स मूव द मार्केट। न्यूज़ आई यूक्रेन की जंग लग गई, हो भाई क्रैश हो जाएगा, राइट। इसराइल और फलस्तीन का मसला बढ़ गया, क्रैश हो गया। किसी ने गलती से फेक इमेज डाल दिया कि पेंटागन पे हमला हो गया, क्रैश हो गया, राइट। सो प्लस फेडरल वालों ने बात करनी है, किसी ने कुछ बात करनी है, तो आपकी न्यूज़ मूव करती है। तो अगर आप उसकी फॉरेक्स फैक्ट्री पे जाके सिर्फ देख लेना, कोई इवेंट तो नहीं था, तो वो समटाइम रिएक्ट कर जाती है।
सर एक क्लोजिंग और ओपनिंग टाइम जो होता है,
हाँ जी,
जैसे कि आज एक क्लोज होगा, फिर मंडे को दोबारा
यस,
मार्केट ओपन होगा,
संडे 6 PM फ्यूचर्स की मार्केट 23 घंटे खुली है।
संडे भी होना।
संडे को 6 बजे ईस्टर्न खुल जाती है मार्केट।
तो अभी जो लास्ट हमारा एक्सचेंज बंद हुआ और नेक्स्ट डे जो खुला,
हाँ।
तो उसमें बीच में डिफरेंस होता है।
नहीं, दैट्स कॉल्ड द स्प्रेड डिफरेंस। फ्यू पॉइंट्स का आ जाता है, कई दफ़ा ओवरनाइट में भी 2-3 पॉइंट का फर्क है। ये देखें 10 नवंबर को यहाँ पर जब नाइट सेशन भी चेंज हुआ ना, दैट्स एक्सचेंज वगैरह करते हैं, दैट्स नथिंग यू कैन डू अबाउट इट। क्योंकि आप किसी ट्रेड में अगर हो फिर मसला होता है, तो जनरली तो इस दौरान कोशिश करेंगे ना ही ट्रेड में हो।
ओवरनाइट ट्रेडिंग भी तो लोग करते हैं।
ये पूरी ओवरनाइट कर रही है, ये पूरी 23 घंटे मार्केट चली है। यही है यूरोपियन सेशन,